to get the upset as it is homecoming night. For the Radio Iowa Scouting Report, I'm Dar Danielson.
Also in 5A, number 2 Cedar Rapids Kennedy plays host to 7th-ranked Cedar Falls. It's 3rd-ranked Southeast Polk visiting 8th-ranked Linn-Mar. And in 4A tonight, it's number 1 North Scott visiting Burlington. 2nd-ranked Indianola is at 8th-ranked Norwalk. And 3rd-ranked Cedar Rapids Xavier visits Pella. That's all for the Scouting Report. For Radio Iowa Sports, I'm Todd Kium.
Being on the winning team in Northwest Iowa for over 130 years, Iowa State Bank is a proud supporter of all our area high school sports teams.
Iowa State Bank, we're ready for you.
Hi, this is Julie Hurt with Century 21 ProLink in Lamars, your local real estate expert dedicated to results. Whether buying or selling a home, call me, Julie Hurt, with Century 21 ProLink in Lamars at 540-7757. That's 540-7757.
Since 1932, Tenninger Insurance has been providing the area with dependable insurance coverage. A.J. Tenninger continues the tradition as an independent insurance agent dedicated to serving you. Tenninger Insurance, Plymouth Street, Lamars.
Galen Catholic School, excellence in education, leadership through Christ. For information, check their website at galencatholic.org.
Success is born of skill and team. Like the teams playing, CNOS has combined award-winning skill and teamwork into the premier medical facility in the region. For the areas of joint, bone, muscle, nerve, and brain are treated with the skills of comprehensive care from a team of highly trained experts. And CNOS takes care of many of the student athletes in Siouxland. CNOS is proud to bring you this game. Go to cnos.net to learn more.
Klein Insulation can provide you with a complete insulation system for your attic, crawl spaces, and foundation walls. Call Kyle with Klein Insulation at 540-5691. That's 540-5691.
Peace Pizza House is your destination before and after the game. Whether you need to feed the whole family or just looking to get out before the game, make sure to stop at Peace Pizza House. You'll find many appetizers, burgers, salads, pasta, and of course, Peace Pizza House outstanding pizza selections. Your entire family is sure to find something they're looking for. Peace Pizza House would like to wish our local teams the best of luck this season.
It's now time for high school football on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM, KLEM.
Iverson drops back to throw, blitz coming, breaks away from one tackler, rolls out to his right, keeps it to the pylon, he gets in, it's a Bulldog touchdown.
High school football.
Tay Salette brings him down for a big loss, and the Bulldogs keep the Dutch out of the end zone.
With all the action, here's KLEM Sports Director Daniel Versteeg.
And a very pleasant good evening, high school football fans, as we welcome you to Webster City, Iowa at Lynx Field, home of the Webster City Lynx and home of tonight's Week 6 contest and the second week of district play in Class 4A, District 1. Good evening, everyone. Daniel Versteeg with you, joining you from Webster City here on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM, KLEM Lamars, also online audio streaming at KLEM1410.com. And you can also watch this game live on the KLEM Radio YouTube channel. We've got our video stream live and up and running, so many ways to enjoy tonight's contest. And boy, this is an important one. Already in Week 2 of district play, Week 6 of the regular season, your Lamars Bulldogs come in with a plus 500 record with a 3-2 overall record, 1-0 in Class 4A District 1. On the other side of the field, it is the Webster City Lynx who are 3-2, 1-0 in Class 4A District 1 action. So already we're going to be limiting the number of unbeatens in district play, and that whittles things down to already giving you an idea who might be making the playoffs. You know, we talk about Galen Catholic football in Class A. They have the luxury of even, slipping down to the 4th spot in the district. They can still make the playoffs. If you're Lamars or Webster City, you better win that district, or you better hope the RPI is in your favor, because there are only 6 automatic bids into the Class 4A postseason. The other 10 are determined by the ratings percentage index that the Iowa High School Athletic Association should be releasing here coming up in just a couple of weeks. That is to determine based on the teams you played, the record you came out with it, all that kind of fun stuff. It is math that goes way over my head, but basically it determines how good of a football team you are based on your record and based on the teams you have played. So, long story short, you want to win your district. You don't want to have the computer figure out whether you're a playoff-worthy team. You want to win your district, and that is a big step here tonight for this Webster City team and this Lamar's team. Only one other unbeaten in Class 4A District 1, and that is Spencer, and they are on the road at Fort Dodge, so we could come out of tonight theoretically with only one unbeaten team remaining in Class 4A District 1. It's going to come out of one of these, with this game here, one of these teams will be unbeaten in the district coming out of tonight. Webster City comes into this contest on a short 2-game winning streak, a win at Mason City, dominating win at Mason City a couple of weeks ago, and then an equally as impressive victory last week against the Fort Dodge Dodgers, who were 4th ranked in the state at the time of playing Webster City here in town. And boy, a 41-14 victory for Webster City. And you kind of give a little bit of slack to Fort Dodge. That was the first time Fort Dodge had played an opponent within about a half hour of their town in about 50 years. So they had not been very familiar with Webster City. It was the first time they had played the Lynx in 56 years. So lots of unfamiliar faces there between Fort Dodge and Webster City. But nevertheless, Webster City comes out with a win, opens district play up on the right foot, and actually bumps Fort Dodge out of the top 10. And you can see why with this Webster City offense that runs the ball and runs the ball successfully. They average 28 points a contest, 300 yards of offense a game. And you break that down even further. Of those 300 yards of offense, 235 come on the ground and 13 rushing touchdowns. Now, if you were listening to the Coach's Corner, and if you pay attention here on our pregame coverage coming up in just a few minutes, we're going to talk with Coach Ken Vigdahl, and he's outlined already leading up to this week how unique of an offense we are going to see in this Webster City squad. This is going to be an offense that if you've never seen Webster City play football before, or you've never seen Coach Bob Howard coach, whether he was at Sigourney or in one of his other prior stops in his long 45-year coaching career, you are going to be in for a real treat, because this is an offense that has your head spinning. If you blink, you probably miss who has the football. So it takes extreme concentration for Lamar's defense to be able to pay attention to what's going on in front of them, make the stop, and be able to shut down the Webster City offense. And this is an offense that has had success the last couple of games. They were a little slow to get going out of the gate, but you look at their non-district schedule, they had 2 top 10 teams they had to play. Humboldt and Waverly Shell Rock only put up 21 combined points in those 2 games. Their non-district schedule against unranked opponents, they were able to put up 42 and 36. And this is a Webster City team that made the quarterfinals last year in the Class 3A playoffs. They lost out on a trip to the Dome to Boyden Hull Rock Valley, another team up from our area. But this Webster City team would like to get back to the Dome and get Bob Howard back there. Coach Howard is a legendary coach here at Webster City. He's one of only a few coaches in the history of Iowa high school football to win 350 games in his career. He's currently 6th all-time on the career wins list. That counts active and inactive coaches. Coach Howard ranks 3rd amongst active coaches in the state of Iowa on the career wins list. He has 102 here at Webster City, 353 over his career. So we're going to see not just a great team on the other side of the field in Webster City, but we're going to see a great coach leading them into this contest. Lamar's is coming off that great homecoming win against Storm Lake. Again, the Bulldogs got off on the wrong foot there. Storm Lake scored the first touchdown of the game. Coach Vigdahl may attribute that to his team maybe having some homecoming fatigue of the week leading up to the contest. His squad just wasn't ready out of the gate, but boy, once they had that touchdown scored against them, it was like they got a kick in the rear end, because they scored the next 36 points unanswered on the Tornadoes and had that offense rolling. 3 different players scoring the 3 offensive touchdowns for Lamars, and then you had 2 punt return touchdowns from Bo Wadley. That was an offense and a team that got things going really well and were really able to get things started against Storm Lake, and it led to a 36-14 win. The Bulldogs have won 2 in a row, with their non-district season wrapping up with a shutout victory over MOC Floyd Valley. And the Bulldogs are hoping to remain one of the few unbeaten teams in Class 4A District 1, because it does not get any easier the rest of the way. The Bulldogs host Denison Schleswig in the following week. They're at Spencer in Week 8, and then they end the season at home against Fort Dodge. This district schedule is tough. It may not be all top 10 teams, but it doesn't have to be. It is a very competitive district, and one that could make a lot of noise come the playoff time. Lamars and Webster City. The Lynx are receiving votes in the latest Associated Press poll in the state of Iowa, just outside of the top 10, a place that they have become very comfortable with over the last few years. So Lamar's at 3-2, 1-0 in the district. Webster City 3-2, also 1-0 in the district. And the top of the district could be determined tonight, whether it is the winner of this contest in Spencer or just the winner of this contest. Whoever comes out of this one with a win has legitimate, solid control of Class 4A District 1. We'll see if it's Lamar's. We'll see if it's Webster City. We're about 20 minutes from kickoff, so when we come back, we'll chat with Coach Ken Vigdahl, head coach of Lamar's football, get his thoughts briefly on last week's contest against Storm Lake, and he's going to dive in. He's going to explain this Webster City offense for you. If you have a chance to watch the stream, of course we want you listening on our radio station as well, but if you have a chance to watch the stream and watch this Webster City offense go to work, I would encourage you to do so. It is a very fascinating offense and one you are going to enjoy to watch. So Coach Vigdahl will break that all down when we come back on our Friday Night Football pregame show. We're live from Webster City, Iowa. Week 6 of the high school football season gets underway in about 20 minutes. We're back with Coach Vigdahl after this break. You're listening to Bulldog Football on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM, KLEM.
With over 35 years of construction experience, you can trust the expertise of Stratmeyer Home Improvement Center. From remodeling to adding on to siding and gutters, your hometown boys can do it all. Call Steve today at 546-4606. Stratmeyer's Home Improvement Center, your hometown boys.
Have your lawn look as good as the ball that's hit to the outfield. Hummer's Lawn Care Service can help. They'll be there to keep your grass looking great while you're out at the game. Call Hummer today at 546-4087.
Pete's Pizza House is not your usual pizza joint, serving up modern American fare. Famous for their signature pizza and wings, they also include amazing pasta dishes, quality steaks, premium burgers, and more. Always fresh, always clean, relaxing, and fun. That's Pete's Pizza House, located on Business 75 South Lamar's.
At Universal Windows Direct, visit them today at 1303 Zenith Drive or call 712-587-7852 to set up your no-obligation quote.
Universal Windows Direct.
Top-notch automotive owners Jerry and Jason Mura can help with all your auto repair needs, from AC repair to transmission rebuilds, engine replacement, steering, suspension diagnostics, and more. Call 712-546-7430 or stop by Top Notch Automotive, 1600 18th Street Southwest, Lamar's.
Hi, this is Misty Zek.
This is Brock Nohava.
This is Dave Close.
Hi, this is Austin Sitzman.
Hi, this is Jody with Exit Realty Midwest.
We are excited to support our area football teams. Exit Realty Midwest Lamar's. Online at exitrealtymidwest.com.
Get more done this summer with a special loan rate from Northwest Bank. Buy a car, take a vacation, use the equity in your home for what you want. Northwest Bank's home equity line of credit special rate of 1.5% APR fixed for 6 months, then variable rate thereafter. Currently 3.25% APR. This rate is available for a limited time to qualified borrowers. Stop in or call 1-800-678-4105 for details about credit costs and terms. Visit nw.bank to apply online.
Commitment you can bank on.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
This is David Lusink, wide receiver on the Lamar's football team. You're listening to Bulldog Football on 1410 AM 96.9 FM KLEM.
Welcome back to our Friday Night Football pregame show here on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM, KLEM. Daniel Versteg joined by Lamar's head football coach Ken Vigdahl as his Bulldogs come into tonight's contest at Webster City with a 3-2 record and now 1-0 in district play, coming off that 36-14 victory on homecoming against Storm Lake. And Coach, looking at that last game for a moment, what kind of things did you see that were positives and you used to build off of and gain momentum for this week?
I think one thing was definitely our defense. You know, they gave that drive. They scored on their first drive last week, but then our defense, you know, they came together. They made a few adjustments, and then they really shut them down for the rest of the game except for the last few minutes. So that was a good thing to see, and that's going to have to help us this week because, as we all know, Webster City runs, you know, the spinning back offense or whatever you want to call it, and they're going to have to make adjustments on the fly. Kids are going to have to be taught on the fly. Kids are going to have to make adjustments on their own on the fly. And so, you know, once we see that, that's going to have to happen. And then offensively, for us to have the ability to have sort of a big strike, you know, runs. You know, David had a 46-yard run. We had a 50-yard pass that scored touchdowns. So, you know, all those things are going to have to help us to be able to get a victory against Webster City tonight.
When you look at how your team did practice, I know you told me on the coaches' quarter that defense was going to be a main priority of your practices this week. What kind of things specifically did you focus on to make your team better for this week?
Well, I think we had to take our scout team guys who, you know, you have to appreciate our scout team guys because they worked their tails off all week long, you know, run somebody else's offense or defense. But, you know, we had to take our scout team guys and kind of have them miss their individual time to be able to understand this offense and to be able to run it. And, you know, credit to them, you know, the last couple of days, first day was a little bit slow. The next day we picked up, and then, you know, on Wednesday it went pretty fast-paced, and they were able to not completely replicate their offense, but you know what? They did a heck of a job. So, you know, that gave our defense a real true look at what was going on. And so, you know, credit to those guys to be able to do that. You know, offensively, what we did was you will see multiple defenses from them. They very seldom will play the same formation the same way twice. Like a 2-by-2 set, they'll be in a 4-4, and they'll play their safeties deep. The next time they'll be, you know, right in us, playing us bump and run. So, you know, all those things that we have to practice that, once again, like every week in football, everybody does something a little bit different. So, you know, you just got to adapt. You have to learn and be ready for Friday night.
We're chatting with Coach Ken Vigdahl. He's the head coach of Lamar's football. And as we've talked about, now getting ready for Webster City this week. The Lynx is an identical record to Lamar's, a 3-2 overall, 1-0 in the district record. All right, this is an offense that I've seen twice in my life, and I know how unique it is, and you've talked it up in the coaches' show. You've already brought it up here in this interview. Tell me, Coach, what kind of things can we expect from this crazy offense tonight?
I just think if you're the person sitting in the stands and you haven't watched this offense, you're going to be surprised on where the ball ends up at. I think they have something that quarterback, we referred to it a few years ago as a spinning back. You never really know where the ball is going to go. So if your focus is on the ball, chances are you will lose it. And, you know, the one thing about high school defense is you can say whatever you want and all the schemes you have. High school kids still chase the ball. So what we practiced and our coaches practiced really hard on was they have certain keys that they will do and where the ball will go. They have a back that will lead you to the ball. Now you have to read your back and follow him instead of looking at the ball. And so that way it brings you to the ball. Because there's a lot of, I don't want to say window dressing, but there's a lot of things going on. And if you're trying to see everything going on, you basically see nothing.
You mentioned how difficult it is for people to not watch the ball because, I mean, normally you tell like your players on the defensive line to watch the ball so they know how to not jump the snap. But now you're telling your kids to almost not watch the ball because it's going to confuse them a little bit more. How difficult of an adjustment is that for your defense to kind of wrap their head around?
Well, I think we've talked about it all week, and you know, we've even had a few practice sessions of 5-minute or 10-minute session on, you know, them just running their offense without a ball so they get used to reading their keys. But, you know, you never know in the heat of battle what's going to happen. You know, we'll probably fall back in a couple of times where our linebackers might be out of place because of the simple fact is they tried to follow the ball instead of their key, or we don't get, you know, even though the huddle is super fast. They walk up and then they shift their line to be unbalanced one side or the other. And so what ends up happening is we just got to get lined up right with our defensive front. So, are we going to be perfect tonight? Probably not. But we just can't give up those big mistakes or those critical mistakes and let them, kind of steamroll what's going on after they score once or twice. And then we just got to be able to buckle down, control ourselves, and get back at the game that we know how to play.
We're chatting with Coach Ken Vigdahl, head coach of Lamar's football. As we keep looking at that Webster City offense for a moment, you talk about focus, and you talk about paying attention to all the stuff that's going on. When it comes down to the actual, play itself, once you get going, what are some of the other things that you're going to have to do on defense tonight to make sure you can hold the Lynx at bay this contest?
Well, it starts with our up-front guys. And our up-front guys, because they do, they'll shuffle their offensive line tackle to tackle from side to side or a guard. The thing we have to do is be able to get lined up right. Now, you think that would seem somewhat simple, but you have to remember you have like a second and a half for our defensive line to get lined up right. So that really starts there. And then we have to be able to have low pad level. We can't get caught on skates and our defensive line getting pushed back into our linebackers. We gotta have low pad level. We gotta control the line of scrimmage, so then our backers can go ahead and clean up, wherever the ball is going.
Chatting with Coach Ken Vigdahl, that's Webster City's offense, and what you're going to have to do to try and be successful against it. Let's take a look at the Lynx on defense. As you look at them, you already mentioned that they run multiple formations at you on defense. What does that allow them to do? What kind of strengths does that give them on defense?
Well, I think what they like to do is they like to be in man-to-man. So, they're going to play everybody. So then their front seven can control our front. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So there's 7 in the box. That's a run box for us or a pass box for us. So, playing man-to-man, they have to be able to, obviously allows them to free up 1 or 2 linebackers to come. But, the one thing that they have shown over the course of time is they have given up 2 or 3 big plays, So what we're counting on is we can use our motion like we do to kind of manipulate the defense a little bit, and hopefully we can get a few of those big plays.
Is it going to be kind of a change for your offense when you've been able to run the ball so successfully the last couple of weeks and you go up against a defense that's been able to stop the run like they have? Are you going to have to change things on offense a little bit more to make sure you can have success both on the ground and through the air?
Well, I think the one thing that they do is because they line up differently to different formations, we found out that the more we spread our guys out, well, if you're playing man-to-man, you have more guys out on the edges. What's that do to the box? And so what ends up happening is if we can get them into a 5-man box, we can run the ball at them, and that's really what we want to do. And we want to use our formations to manipulate them so we get in a run-favor box, or even if we don't, we still have our outside passing game that we can go to that, a little bit is we just haven't had to use it in the last 2 weeks. So, the good news is that, we have everything set. We're ready to go, and our quarterbacks and our receivers are a great week of practice. So we still like our RPOs on the outside, and there's times where they get confused themselves on their alignment. And, like in our trip set, there's been a couple times on film that, it's our favor 3-on-2 out there. So, we just have to do what we do. I told our kids last night not to panic, just read what we do. You know what I mean? We don't need to make 10,000 adjustments to this defense. If you're a down block offensive tackle, then down block. If you're a kick out guy. We're running our pass game. We run it, at 5 or 7 or 10 yards or whatever your route is. That's what we do.
Chatting with Coach Ken Vigdahl, I got a couple more things here. When you look at the Webster City defense, you talk about the different things that are going to come out. And is that going to require you guys – I know you said you don't want to make a whole lot of adjustments, but is that going to require you guys maybe to make some changes when you get to the line of scrimmage, some audibles and read their formation and be able to come up with something like that?
Well, I think the one thing it allows us to do, especially the way they do it, is to take more advantage of our RPOs and our free choice routes on the backside. So, that's always there. We haven't had to use it the last 2 or 3 weeks, but we also have things like a quick call that, if the guy playing our number 2 receiver is off, we'll make a call. There's lots of things that happen in the game that really a lot of people never see, and when it's a big play, lots of times people think it's called and stuff, but it's really not. It's our kids making a play, and so they just have to go out and make plays, and they have to know if I'm capped or uncapped, and that means if I can get by a guy, I'm going to run a deep route. If the guy is 10 yards off of me, there's no way I can beat him because of the space. I'll settle down and run a hitch. So those are just all the things that happen, and we've had a few times this year where we thought they were going deep and we might have thrown it deep, or we ran it short and or vice versa, and we've overthrown or underthrown. And those are just things of learning curves of how our offense works.
Last thing for you, Coach. Overall, what are the things that have to happen right for you to come out with a win tonight? What has to be played perfectly to a T, so that you can have success?
Well, I think one thing is that, we probably neither one of us have talked about yet is our special teams. We have to have great special teams tonight. Last out this offense and their defense and our offense and our defense, that really kind of always boils down to field position. If we make them drive 80 yards or 90 yards for a touchdown, that is mathematically, that's not a great percentage. If we did what we did against, Sioux City East and we give them a short field, the chances of them scoring is greater. And so we want turnovers, no doubt about it. It's just like last week when David got an interception and we started on the 15 or the 20. Our chances of scoring are greater that way. So, it's all those things, the non-factors, become awful big factors.
Well, we hope those become big factors in your favor tonight, Coach. And, special teams always plays a big part, and we hope that's the case again. Coach, we appreciate your time as always, and best of luck tonight against Webster City.
Thanks, Daniel.
Yep. That was head coach Ken Vigdahl, head coach of Lamar's football on our Friday Night Football pregame show. We'll have more from Webster City after this break here on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM, KLEM.
Make sure your life runs smoothly with an upgraded internet package from Premier Communications, connecting you with the internet speed and television access package that best fits your wants and needs. Premier Communications is happy to support our area coaches, athletes, and the parents who support them. Have a great season.
Campbell's Lawn and Landscape is a proud supporter of local athletics. Hard work and determination is what leads to success, and just like the team, Campbell's Lawn and Landscapes believes the same with their business. Give them a call today at 540-5434.
A home is a safe place to be, a roof over your head, and 4 walls to keep out the heat and cold. It's a child's laughter, a mother's song, and a father's strength. It's where we go for comfort and to share joy. It's your first school and your first church. It's where memories are shared. Hi, this is Julie Hurt, your Century 21 ProLink real estate agent. Whatever a home means to you, I am here to help you find the home you are looking for. Call 540-7757 and let me, Julie Hurt, help you make a house your new home.
This is Ken Vigdahl, head football coach of the Lamar's football team. You're listening to Bulldog Football on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM Clem.
We welcome you back to Webster City as we get ready for kickoff between the Webster City Lynx and the Lamar's Bulldogs. The Lynx won the toss, elected to kick. Lamar's will see the football first, and teeing this one up is Levi Mussman for Webster City in their all-black uniforms. On homecoming, this contest is underway. It's a line drive squibber. This one's fielded by Wadley at the 20-yard line, taken out 25-30, 35-40, and Wadley is tripped up forward across the 40 to the 41-yard line. So Lamar's gets some solid field position off a good kick return from Bo Wadley, and they'll start 1st and 10 from their own 41-yard line. Bulldog offense comes out with that offensive line from left to right. And Dylan Walking Eagle, Brandon Grossenheider, Evan Jalis, Nolan Hodgson, and Brandon Vanderslice, the commit to University of South Dakota. Tyler Iverson is the quarterback. Keon Butcher, Derek Allen, the wide receivers. Tight end Reese Spieler. Wingback is David Lusink, and the halfback is Elijah Doherty. Out of the pistol, this is Iverson, a pitch play right side, looking to throw. Eckstein down the right sideline, had Spieler wide open behind the defense. But the pass was thrown incomplete. A little trickery on the first play of the drive as Cal Eckstein was looking to throw out of the pitch. Couldn't find the target, Reese Spieler, and the incompletion will make it 2nd and 10. Well, I like seeing a bold play call right out of the get-go from Coach Vigdahl. Unfortunately, that pass just a little overthrown. So 2nd down and 10. I want to remind you this is Bulldog football here on KLAM Lamar's. 2nd and 10 from the 41-yard line. Iverson with the give up the middle. This is Doherty dragging the defender across the 43 to the 44-yard line. That's a short pickup of 3. It's going to set up 3rd down and about 7 here for the Mars. Well, spotted at their own 44-yard line. The line to gain is the Webster City 49. That's across the midfield logo. As it's 3rd and 7, a quick screen pass left side, flag on the play as Lusing turns it down the sideline, got across midfield, and is out of bounds past the marker at the 48-yard line of Webster City. But we do have a flag on the play, and I have a feeling this is going to go on Lamar's for a procedural penalty. Although it was called by our lines judge, which could indicate offsides, but we'll see. And yeah, we're going to get an illegal procedure penalty on the Bulldogs. It's not a false start because that would have blown the play dead. And so that penalty is going to be accepted, of course, and that's going to make it a 3rd down and a dozen. It'll be 3rd down and a dozen following the penalty. Back to the Bulldog 39-yard line. So not a whole lot gained to this point. In fact, Lamar's has lost 2 yards on offense to start things with 11:15 left in the first quarter. Here's 3rd down and 12 for the Bulldog 39-yard line. Iverson with 3 tight ends. Motions a man left to right and David Lusink. Out of the gun, Iverson gives it Doherty looking around the right side, trying to get a block to the corner. Got across the 45 and is down at the Webster City 47-yard line. That's a pickup of 8 for Elijah Doherty. That is going to set up a 4th down and 4 roughly. Hey, 4th and 3. They're going to give him 9 yards on that carry up to the Bulldog 48-yard line, and unfortunately that is going to have to set up a punt here for the Mars, and Sione Fafita is going to set up to punt this one away for the Mars on 4th down and 3. And the Lynx will get off the field right away as Ty McKinney goes back to return this one, and so does Devin Stokes. On 4th and 3, Bulldog 48. There's the snap. Fafita gets a line drive, end-over-end kick. That's bounces at the 25, rolls and dies at the 15. It's picked up by McKinney, taken out left hash to the 20, dancing away from defenders and doesn't get to the 25-yard line. He's brought down to the 23 of Webster City, and the Lynx will have 1st down and 10 with 10:47 left to play in the first quarter. Lamar's comes up empty. They go 3 and out on their first possession of the contest. A good punt by Fafita, got a good roll. And so 1st and 10 here for Webster City, and here comes that Webster City offense that Coach Vigdahl talks so much about, an offense that, again, if you blink, you will probably end up losing the football. Just making you aware there. There's the shift right out of the get-go. This is Ty McKinney, the spinner. He gives it around the left side. This is Hissler outside the numbers, 35-40, breaks free across midfield. He stepped out of bounds at the 46-yard line. C.J. Hissler picks up about 23, and right away a 1st down for Webster City up to their own 46-yard line. So there we go. We saw that on the first play. Ty McKinney is the quarterback, but he is more affectionately called the spinner back because he will turn and spin and give it to somebody coming around the left side. There we go. We shift the formation. This is an unbalanced line, and McKinney gives it around the right side. This is Connor Hansen looking off tackle across the 45 and stops short of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 3 for Connor Hansen. It'll be 2nd down and 7 for the Lynx up to their own 49-yard line. So good movement already for Webster City. 10:20 left in quarter number 1. The Lynx and Bulldogs knotted up at 0 early on in this district contest in Class 4A District 1. Webster City facing a 2nd and 7 from their own 49-yard line. Here come the Lynx to the line of scrimmage. They shift it around now. McKinney out of the gun. He spins and gives it to Connor Hansen again. Looks up the middle across midfield and gets tackled down at the Lamar's 48-yard line. Excuse me, at the 48, roughly there. Yeah, we'll call it the 48-yard line. It's close to the 47. That'll be a pickup of 3 there for Hansen. It's going to be a 3rd down and, well, depending on how you want to view it, either a long 3 or a short 4. We'll go with either way. Let's call it 3rd and 3.5 here for the Lynx. 9:30 to play in quarter number 1. We're scoreless. Webster City to the 47.5-yard line on 3rd down and 3.5. McKinney out of the gun. He turns and gives it to Hissler. Looking up the middle. The ball popped out. Lamar's has it at the 45. Lamar's picks up the fumble. It's David Lusink at the 45. And it'll be 1st and 10 for Lamar's, coming off of the turnover on the fumble by C.J. Hissler. Excellent job by the Dogs. They punch it out, force the fumble from Hissler. Lusink pops on it, and it's 1st and 10 for Lamar's at their own 43. Excellent job. And now Lamar's gets great field position. Let's see if they can capitalize on it now with 9:13 left in the first quarter. Here is Iverson, a screen pass right side. This is to Lusink. He breaks free across the 45-40 into Webster City territory, and he's run out of bounds at about the 38-yard line by Jackson Cherry. That is a pickup of 17 and a 1st down for Lamar's. Great job rewarding David Lusink, who had that fumble recovery. He is rewarded with a 17-yard completion and a 1st down for Lamar's into Webster City territory at the Lynx 38-yard line. Iverson lines up 4 receivers with 2 on either side. Doherty off his right hip on the right hash. Iverson drops to throw, pass over the middle. That pass is caught at the 30-yard line. What an excellent grab. It's Nolan Cass who hauls that thing in at the Webster City 30. And it's going to be 2nd down and about 2. 2nd down and 2 on the excellent completion to the sophomore Nolan Cass. So it's 2nd down and 2 at the Webster City 30, maybe a 2nd and 1 at the 29. Iverson under center. The give is to Doherty. He gets away from a tackler across the 25 and down to the 23-yard line. That's a pickup of 7 and a 1st down for the Bulldogs as they get closer into Webster City's red zone. At the Lynx 23, 8.5 to play in the first quarter. We remain scoreless for now, but boy, the Bulldogs are driving as they have 1st down and 10 at the Lynx 23-yard line. Both these squads unbeaten in Class 4A District 1, and they're looking to change that here tonight. Lamar's sends 2 receivers right, 1 receiver left of Tyler Iverson in the gun on 1st down and 10 at the Lynx 23, and Iverson was not ready for that snap. Nobody was ready for that snap, and that'll be a false start penalty on the Bulldogs. They'll back them up 5 yards and set up a 1st and 15 back to Webster City's 28-yard line. So that's the second one of those illegal procedural penalties, I should say. This one for sure being a false start. And so Lamar's, if they can clean those up, boy, they could really make some noise here. They have 1st and 15 already behind the sticks at the Webster City 28. Eckstein motions out of the backfield to a tight end. Iverson drops to throw, pass over the middle. Eckstein's wide open at the 15 to the 10, and he's down inside the 10-yard line at the 8. That's a 20-yard completion to Cal Eckstein. It's 1st and goal for Lamar's at the Webster City 8-yard line. What a start to this ball game. The Bulldog offense has come out rolling here on this second possession of the game and now has goal to go. 1st and goal from the Webster City 8. 7:41 to play in the first quarter. The Bulldogs trying to put the first points on the scoreboard here in Webster City under the Friday night lights in October. Here's Iverson. Receiver on either side after the motion of Lusink to the right side. This give is to Doherty. He's looking off, tackle right side to the 5. It's a race to the end zone. He gets in for a Bulldog touchdown. Elijah Doherty has his 4th rushing touchdown of the year, and the Bulldogs take the first lead. It's 6-0 Lamar's with 7:24 left in the first quarter. Excellent sweep by Doherty. He beat the Lynx to the outside and gets in for an 8-yard rushing touchdown to put the Bulldogs up early, and now Giovanni Kabongo comes out for the point after try. This will be off the hold of Tegan Kazel. looking to try and put the Dogs up 7-0. A high snap. Kazel gets it down. Kabongo with a great adjustment, knocks through the point after kick. And the Bulldogs lead 7-0 early here with 7:24 left in the first quarter. We'll take a break. When we return, it'll be Webster City's turn to try and get their first score of the contest. We're back with more Bulldog football after this break on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM, KLEM.
Colbeck Incorporated is proud to support local high school athletics. They encourage you to play hard and play smart and always show good sportsmanship. Best of luck from your friends, Brian, Kevin, and Wayne Colbeck.
Perspective Insurance. Better together. Whatever your insurance needs, call Perspective Insurance in Lamars today at 546-7821 and make sure you are properly covered. Perspective Insurance in Lamars, a new way to view insurance.
This is Tyler Iverson, quarterback on the Lamars football team. You're listening to Bulldog Football on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM, KLEM.
We welcome you back to Webster City, home of the Lynx, here on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM, KLEM, and also online video and audio streaming can be found at KLEM1410.com. A 5-play, 55-yard drive capped off at a Bulldog touchdown run from Elijah Doherty has Lamar's up 7-0. 7:24 left in the first quarter, and now Kabongo's kick is fielded at the 5-yard line by McKinney. He has a crease across the 25-30. This is C.J. Hissler has the kicker to beat into Bulldog territory at the 30, to the 20, the 15, the 10, and all the way into the end zone for a Webster City touchdown. C.J. Hissler goes 95 yards, and right away the Lynx have an answer. No flags on the field. What a return by C.J. Hissler. That's one way to answer, that is for sure, as confetti flies from the student section here at Webster City. It is 7-6 Lamars with 7:10 to play in the first quarter. Well, it's going to be one of those games, isn't it? We're going to have punches back and forth all night, like a pay-per-view boxing match, a top card, as this is going to be Levi Mussman to attempt the point after try. Lamar's had a player offside. I don't think it's going to matter. The kick is going to be good, but we have to wait the penalty just to make sure. As Webster City goes up 7, or I should say ties the ball game. I assume this penalty from Lamar's is going to be declined by the Lynx, and they're going to take the point after, unless they want to go for 2 from the 1-yard line. They got to determine that first before we go to break here. It's definitely either going to be an illegal substitution on Lamar's or an offside penalty. Either way is going to get the Lynx half the distance to the goal. I think Webster City is going to take this opportunity to go for 2. I think that's what's going to happen here. And, that was a dead ball offside call. And Webster City accepted it. They're going to try and go for 2 now that they have the ball at the 1.5-yard line. So the Lynx are going to try and capitalize on the position here. McKinney sweeps around the right side, and he flips into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. And Webster City jumps out in front. 8-7 our score with 7:10 to play in the first quarter. So the Lynx are on top now by a point following the 95-yard kick return from C.J. Hissler after Elijah Doherty ran it in for Lamars. So back and forth we go, 8-7 Webster City. We're back with more Bulldog football after this break on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM, KLEM.
Murphy, Collins, and McGill PLC in Lamars supports our local student athletes, trusted for generations with reliable legal guidance. So when you are in need of legal services, consult with one of the attorneys at Murphy, Collins, and McGill PLC, located at 38 First Avenue Northwest, Lamars, Iowa.
Protect your property, your home, and your land. Contact Iowa Abstract Land and Title Company for your information to update and record for your property protection. Iowa Abstract Land and Title Company.
This is Elijah Doherty, and I play running back in the Lamar's football team. You are listening to Bulldog Football on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM, Clem.
We welcome you back to Webster City. Daniel Versteg with you. 7:10 to play in the first quarter. Webster City with an 8-7 lead over Lamar's. As this kick rolls, it is fielded at the 25-yard line. Bo Wadley looking outside the left, numbers 30, and stop before he can get to the 35-yard line, brought down to the 33. And so Lamar's will start this possession now, 1st and 10, from about their own 33-yard line. 7:04 to play in the first quarter. It is 8-7. Webster City holds the 1-point lead following A 95-yard kick return touchdown by C.J. Hissler, and boy, what a return that was. He saw that lane open up for him beautifully and took it all the way home for a touchdown. Now Lamar's has to answer down a point and get that offense rolling once again like they had on the last drive. Iverson drops back to throw towards the right numbers. That pass caught loosing. Right numbers 40, 45, stiff arms a man, and is run out of bounds at about midfield, right at midfield. That's a 15-yard gain and a first down for Lamar's. Up to midfield, David Lusink has been a solid target so far here for Iverson. 2 catches, 32 yards for Lusink already. He also has a fumble recovery on defense that shut down Webster City's first offensive drive of the ball game. It's 1st and 10 for Lamar's, spotted at midfield. Bulldogs line up with a receiver right and a tight end motioning from right to left in Lusink, who goes out to the wide receiver position. It is Iverson giving it to Doherty, looking around the left side, now cuts back up the middle of the field, gets into Webster City territory, and is brought down to the 46-yard line. A pickup of 4 there for Elijah Doherty. It'll be 2nd down and 6. Doherty already on this contest, 5 carries, 31 yards, and a rushing touchdown. The last Bulldog drive ended in that rushing touchdown from Elijah Doherty. Lamar's with a 3-2, 1-0 record. Webster City's record is identical. One of these squads trying to remain unbeaten in the district. 2nd and 6. This screen pass right side. Butcher got a block to the right numbers 40 and gets a first down across the 40 to the Webster City 38-yard line. Keon Butcher picks up 8 yards on the screen for Lamar's and another first down for the Bulldogs. They keep this offense rolling. The train has not stopped, and there's nothing on the tracks to derail them yet. 1st down and 10 here for the Bulldogs. Webster City 38-yard line. And that down marker might end up being favorable for Lamar's. I don't think they have it at the right spot. Here is Iverson under center. Single back, a receiver on either side. A play action. Iverson bootleg left side. He's looking to throw, and he gets sacked for a big loss. A big play there for the nose tackle. Connor Hansen makes the stop all the way back to midfield as he sacks Tyler Iverson. And it's going to be 2nd down and a mile for the Bulldogs. Well, Iverson had not much of running room on that left side to try and get free, and he had nobody to throw it to either. And Connor Hansen takes advantage of it for his 2nd sack of the season. So 2nd down and a long 22 or 21 yards. Ball back at midfield for Lamar's. With 5:22 left in the first quarter, 8-7 Webster City. The snap goes to Iverson. He gives it to Doherty up the middle, dance away from tacklers, gets across the 45 and down to the Webster City 44. It's a pickup of 6. It's going to make it 3rd down and about 15. 3rd down and 15 here for Lamar's at the Webster City 44. This video broadcast of Bulldog football is brought to you exclusively by Northwest Bank, Julie Hurt, Century 21 ProLink, Pease Pizza House, and Pitchfork Ag. We thank those sponsors especially for bringing you video coverage here on KLAM's YouTube channel. 3rd down and 15. Flag on the play before this play gets underway. And we are going to get another procedure penalty on the Dogs. This is going to be a 5-yard penalty. It's going to set up 3rd down and 20. All the way back to the Webster City 49-yard line. So 3rd and about 20, 3rd and a short 20 maybe. And so Lamar's is going to have to try and dig themselves out of this hole. Well, Webster City can pretty much bank on the pass. They know that's coming, a long pass to try and convert a first down. Here's 3rd and 20 from the Webster City 49. Iverson in the gun. Pitches it right for Eckstein. He's looking to throw. He has nobody to go to, but he breaks the tackle, looks to turn it around the left sideline. 45, 40, 35, and Eckstein comes up just short of the marker at about the 35-yard line. Boy, I thought Cal Eckstein was dead in the rights there in the backfield. He somehow picks up 14 yards on the ground, does not gain a first down, but instead makes it 4th down and 6. What a run by Eckstein. For all intents and purposes, he should have been brought down for about a 5 or 10-yard loss on that play. Instead, he runs it for 15, makes it 4th and 6, and now Coach Vigdahl calls a timeout to try and make a decision here. Timeout on the field with 4:14 left in the first quarter. Webster City leads your Bulldogs 8-7 in district play. We're back with more Bulldog football after this break on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM, KLAM.
Hi, this is Joel Johnson of the Mauer Johnson Funeral Home. As graduates of Lamar's community and Galen Catholic, Nikki and I are proud to support our local athletic programs. We encourage you to give your family peace of mind by prearranging your funeral services with Mauer Johnson Funeral Home.
At Arnold Motor Supply in Lamar's, they understand service really does make the difference. They'll take the extra step to help you find the right part. The first time, every time. At Arnold Motor Supply, service really is the difference.
We're proud to be Arnold Motor Supply.
This is Drain DeBoer, linebacker on the Lamar's football team. You're listening to Bulldog Football, 1410 AM, 96.9 FM, KLEM.
So we welcome you back to Webster City. Daniel Versteg with you on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM. KLEM Lamar's. It's 4th down and 6. Bulldogs of the Webster City 35. This is Iverson, a play-action fake, faces a blitz, gets away from one defender, throws it over the middle of the field, and overthrows David Lusink and incomplete. Iverson just kind of chucked that thing as he was taking a shot. I believe Devin Stokes was in there to make the hit, and it was Stokes who forces the hurried throw, incompletion. It's a turnover on downs. And it'll be 1st and 10 for Webster City. Ball will be at their own 35-yard line. So the Bulldogs turn it over on downs following their first time out of the half. With 4:07 left in the first quarter, Webster City takes over 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line. That offense comes out onto the field. Their last offensive play ended in a fumble that was recovered by Lamar's. Let's see what happens here. McKinney gives it around the left side, looking for the corner, not getting it. And it is Reese Spieler bringing down the runner, C.J. Hissler, in the backfield at the Webster City 29. It's a loss of 6. It's going to be 2nd down and 16 for the Lynx. Hissler could not get around that corner, and Reese Spieler, the outside linebacker, makes a beautiful stop and forces the Lynx into a 2nd down scenario behind the chains. 8-7 Webster City, 3:35 left in the first quarter. The Lynx have it at their own 29. They shift their line. This is McKinney. And the spinner back, he gives it around the left side, and not much doing there, but a good continuing effort by the Webster City runner. That is Jackson Cherry, who picks up 4 yards to the 33. It's going to make it a 3rd down and a dozen scenario. 3rd down and a dozen here for the Lynx at their own 33-yard line. Well, Lamar's definitely prepared a lot for this Webster City squad. They knew that this was going to be coming at them all night. They're ready for it. Ready to make some stops here. Under 3 minutes left in the first quarter. 3rd down and 12 here at the 33-yard line. McKinney takes the snap, turns, bootlegs right. He's looking to throw. Nobody's open. Directing traffic. He throws it down the right sideline. Has a man wide open. It's caught. Devin Stokes down the sideline, 15, and chasing him down and bringing him down from behind is Sione Fafita, but a great job by Devin Stokes, hauling in his 10th catch, gets down inside the 15, and easily a Webster City 1st down. To the Lamar's 11-yard line. He picks up 56 yards on that completion. Wow. When they go to the air, it is successful, and McKinney found Stokes, 1st and 10, down to the 11-yard line of Lamar's. Here is McKinney. He spins and gives it to Cherry, looking up the middle. Cherry breaks a tackle, gets across the 10. He still has his feet moving and is down to the 5-yard line. 6 yards there for Jackson Cherry. And down to the 5-yard line goes the sophomore runner. 2nd down and 4 here for the Lynx at the Bulldog 5. Bulldog 5-yard line. It is 8-7 Webster City. 2:06 to play in quarter number 1. The Lynx can get a 1st down without scoring here. They need to get it in between the 1-yard line and the goal line. Here is this 2nd down and 4. McKinney gives it around the left side. Cherry dives head first and gets into the end zone. That's a Webster City touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run for Jackson Cherry. That is his 6th touchdown run of the year. And the Lynx increase their lead. It is 14-7. Webster City out in front with 1:47 left in the first quarter. Webster City is going to line up with a bit of a swinging gate first on that left side and then go for the point after kick. And another great drive here for the Lynx offense. as they get it into the end zone in 2 minutes and 20 seconds on a 5-play, 65-yard drive. Here's Levi Mussman for the point-after kick. Snap, hold, and the point-after boot is through the uprights. And good. Levi Mussman caps off the drive. It is 15-7. Webster City leads Lamar's in this Class 4A District 1 contest. We'll have more from Webster City when we return in just 30 seconds. The Bulldogs get the football after this break on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM, KLAM.
The Lamar's Agri Center, your local source for Scott's Lawn Products, top-performing Kent Feed products, a full line of agronomic inputs, bulk grass seed, bird feeders, bulk bird feed, and outstanding service. The Lamar's Agri Center, your source for everything that grows. Advanced Eye Healthcare, Dr. Becky DeRuyter knows all of our student athletes need to keep their eye on the ball. Make sure with an eye exam at Advanced Eye Healthcare at Walmart Vision Center in Lamar's. Dr. Becky DeRuyter.
This is Brandon Vanderslice, O-lineman on the Lamar's football team. You're listening to Bulldog Football on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM, Clem.
We welcome you back to Webster City, Iowa. Daniel Versteg with you here on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM, KLAM, and also online audio streaming and video streaming. You can find that at KLAM1410.com. It is Webster City kicking this one off. This rolls down inside the 15-yard line, fumbled for a moment, picked up by Fafita, trying to get traction across the 15, stopped short of the 20-yard line of the 19. So Lamar's kick return game, unable to get anything rolling there. And Lamar's will have 1st and 10 from their own 19-yard line. So not a great, not good field position at all for the Bulldogs. Following the 5-yard touchdown run by Jackson Cherry. And that made it a 15-7 ball game here in the first quarter. And now Lamar's offense has to get to work again as Iverson motions a man right to left out of the gun. This give goes to Doherty. He turns it up the middle of the field, gets across the 20, and comes up short of the 25-yard line at about the 24. That's a pickup of 5. And it's going to set up 2nd down and 5 as Doherty picks up another handful of yards. He's picking up chunks of yardage, trying to make sure that can gain more. 2nd and 5 from the 24. Butcher motions out on the end around, and Butcher can't get around the corner. He gets brought down for a loss behind the 20. And that is Charlie Stansfield, the safety, making the stop. All the way back to the 18. It's a loss of 6 for Keon Butcher. That's going to make it 3rd down and 11 for the Bulldogs following the end around that gets stopped for a big loss. So 2 receivers right, 1 receiver left of Tyler Iverson. He takes the snap, drops to throw, pass left sideline. That one's caught but not able to do anything with it. Nolan Cass gets stopped for maybe a gain of 3 to the 21. And that'll make it 4th down and long, and out comes the punting unit. As it'll be 4th down and about 8. 4th and 8 here for the Bulldogs from their own 21-yard line. And Lamar's offense, following that second drive of the contest for them, has been unable to get anything rolling, as now Fafita goes out to punt. With 13 seconds left in the first quarter, the Bulldogs actually do not have to snap it before the first quarter, but we are going to get a timeout from Webster City that is going to force them to punt in quarter number 1. 12.6 seconds left in the first quarter, 15-7 Webster City. We're back with more Bulldog football after this on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM, KLAM.
When it comes to service, your Lamar's Hy-Vee is number 1 for shopping both in-store and online. Save with the Fuel Saver Plus Perks Rewards program at Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle.
This is John from Siouxland Glass. You're busy. Let me help with pickup and drop-off of your vehicle included in your service. Call 712-540-9080 for auto glass repair and replacement.
This is Caleb Exine, quarterback on the Lamar's football team. You're listening to Bulldog Football on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM, KLEM.
We welcome you back to Lynx Field here in Webster City, Iowa. Daniel Versteg with you on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM, KLEM. 4th down and 8 upcoming here for Lamar's at their own 21-yard line. The Bulldogs ready to kick this one away to Webster City, who called a timeout. to try and force Lamar's to punt this thing in the first quarter. High snap, Fafita got it down, sends a line drive, end-over-end kick. That is a beautiful kick. It is fielded at the 43-yard line, taken out by Stokes at the 45, and brought down to the 46-yard line by Connor Jalis. And Webster City will start 1st and 10 from their own 46-yard line, and they will have one play here in quarter number 1 with 3.5 seconds left in the first quarter of the contest. So not much to do in quarter number 1, but boy, it has been Lynx, all Lynx after Lamar scored their first touchdown of the game. Webster City has battened down the hatches and is leading 15-7 here. The Lynx line up for their last play of the first quarter. McKinney spins and gives it up the middle. This goes to Connor Hansen, and Hansen picks up a yard to the 47, and that will be the end of the first quarter. End of quarter number 1, our score, Webster City 15, Lamar's 7. We've got 12 more minutes on the clock. Second quarter of action will come up when we return to Webster City, Iowa. This is action in Class 4A District 1. It is Webster City 15, Lamar's 7. Second quarter up next on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM, KLAM.
Certified Public Accountants Cruz and Cruz extend their support to all the athletes and remind everyone, in the spirit of sports, participation is more important than winning. Cruz and Cruz Accounting, proud to be a sponsor of KLEM Sports.
Whether you're building, remodeling, or renovating, choose the professional that you've come to trust. O.H. Livermore Construction. From commercial to residential, remodeling to a complete renovation, contact O.H. Livermore Construction for a free estimate today. 540-6247. O.H. Livermore Construction, Lamar's.
At the Pitchfork and Lamar's, located in the old Walmart building, we have a full line of both Toro and Steel products. Not only do we sell the products, we also service them. For more information, check out our website, www.pitchforkag.com, or give us a call at 712-540-4304.
This is Reese Spieler, tight end on the Lamar's football team. You're listening to Bulldog Football on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM, KLEM.
We welcome you back to Webster City. It's 2nd down and 8 to start quarter number 2 around the right side, and Connor Hansen doesn't get much. Alex Allen came all the way from the backside of that play and makes a great stop, shutting down Hansen for only a yard. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 8 here for the Lynx. Ball is at their own 48-yard line. Start of quarter number 2, Webster City holds a 15-7 lead over Lamar's in this Class 4A District 1 action. Bulldogs and Lynx trying to remain the only, one of the few unbeaten teams in the district. As rolling out right, McKinney's looking to throw, and he goes down, throwing it into the back of a Webster City defender. That's going to be incomplete. As great pressure coming from behind forces the hurry. It'll be 4th down and 8 following that incompletion. And the Lynx punting unit will come out to kick this one away on 4th and 8. So Lamar's forces a quick 3 and out. It'll be 4th down and 8 here for Webster City at their own 48, and it'll be J.J. Moore to punt this one away. David Lusink and Bo Wadley back to return. Moore sends a high kick way high into the night sky, and this bounces out of bounds before the 25-yard line at about the 28-yard line is where Lamar's will start this drive. Following the punt, Bulldog defense, forces a 3 and out. And Lamar's will start this drive at their own 27-yard line. 11:13 to play before halftime. And Lamar's offense gets their first crack of the second quarter, down 15-7 to Webster City. Here's Iverson in the gun, motions a receiver right to left in Lusink. As Iverson takes the chest-high snap, gives it to Doherty, looking around the left side, has nowhere to go. And Doherty slips and falls for a loss. Back to, actually no gain. Back to the line of scrimmage there for Doherty. And it'll be 2nd down and 10. 2nd down and 10 for Lamar's. Ball at their own 27-yard line. Here is Iverson. He has a receiver left, none right. with 10:38 left in the half. Motions loosing left to right. Iverson drops back to throw. Has a man open over the right seam and overthrows Reese Spieler. And the pass falls incomplete. It'll be 3rd down and 10 or 11. Following that incompletion from Tyler Iverson. And now the clock is stopped as well. Bulldog offense trying to pick up a 1st down and keep things rolling here from their own 27. It'll be 3rd down and 11 here for Lamar's. And a whistle and a timeout from Coach Ken Vigdahl. Timeout on the field with 10:32 left before the halftime. Webster City 15, Lamar's 7. We'll be back with more Bulldog football after this timeout here on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM, KLAM.
Williams & Company, certified public accountants, congratulates all area athletes in support of excellence, good sportsmanship, and the spirit of teamwork. A proud sports sponsor, Williams & Company CPAs, your full-service business advisor with a local office in Lamar's.
At American Bank, we believe in offering you what you want in a bank. Free checking, free debit and ATM cards, extended lobby and drive-up hours, competitive loans and deposit rates, online and mobile banking with bill payment and mobile deposit services. American Bank, achieving success together for over 130 years.
Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
This is Derek Allen on the Lamar's football team. You're listening to Bulldog Football on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM, KLEM.
Back to Webster City, 3rd down and 11 here for the Bulldogs with 10:32 left before halftime. 1 timeout remaining for Lamar's, down 15-7. 4 receivers here for Iverson. The Lynx rush 4. Iverson steps up, rolls right, passes thrown, incomplete. In and out of the hands of Keon Butcher. That pass was behind Keon. He made a great adjustment to make an effort for that ball. And the incompletion makes it 4th down and 11. And again, out comes Sione Fafita for a punting attempt. So the Bulldogs go 3 and out for their 2nd consecutive possession. And Webster City will get some pretty good field position unless Fafita can get a good boot into this one. With 10:26 left before halftime, 15-7 Webster City. Fafita standing inside his own 20. Sends a high knuckler. That one's fielded at the 41. This is Devin Stokes. Up the right numbers, 45-50 into Lamar's territory. We're going to get a face mask on the play as Stokes is run out of bounds at the Lamar's 45-yard line. That's going to add 15 yards following the face mask penalty, and so the Lynx are actually going to get it up to their own, up to the Bulldog, 30-yard line. That the tackle was not made. The tackle was not made via the face mask, but he was grabbed by his face mask on an attempted tackle. And so it'll be 1st and 10. They're going to have it all the way up, I believe all the way up to the 30-yard line. Yep, there we go. There's the penalty called. So we'll see where they actually mark it off, but it should be at the 30-yard line here. Yep, they march it off. They'll stop it at the 30. So 1st and 10 here for Webster City, getting great field position on it. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Lynx at the Bulldog 30. So Webster City has a chance to go up by 2 scores here as McKinney takes the snap, spins around, keeps it up the middle himself, 25-20, and is broken free for a Webster City touchdown. A 30-yard touchdown run for Ty McKinney. And the Lynx lead 21-7 over Lamar's in this district contest. And there's the spinner back for you. Ty McKinney did a 360 in the backfield and ran it all the way in for a touchdown. And now Webster City has a chance of going up 15 or 16 points. So the point after try upcoming here for Levi Mussman after the great run by Ty McKinney. And for Ty, as Mussman puts the point after kick through, that is Ty's 2nd rushing touchdown of the season. 22-7, Webster City leads Lamar's with 10:10 left to play in the first half of the contest. We will get a break in. We'll come back. We'll have more Bulldog football. The Bulldogs will be on offense when we return here on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM, KLEM.
It's the corner for fashion. Clausen's on the corner downtown Lamar's. For men's, young men's, and ladies' clothing, a shoe department, and formal wear too. In-store alterations, gift cards, and personal service. Clausen's on the corner downtown Lamar's.
Who has time to sit and wait and wait and wait to wash your car? Choose Easy Clean Car Wash. We'll have you in and out in under 4 minutes with a shine that will make people talk. Easy Clean Car Wash, making it easy. Just east of Hy-Vee on 12th Street, Lamar's.
This is David Lusink, wide receiver on the Lamar's football team. You're listening to Bulldog Football on 1410 AM 96.9 FM KLEM.
We welcome you back to Webster City, Lynx Field. Daniel Versteg with you on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM. KLEM Lamar's, and also online video and audio streaming. You can find links to those on our website. That's KLEM1410.com. As Webster City sends a squibber kick, that's fielded at the 25 by Cal Eckstein. Try to get footing across the 30, 35, breaking tackles. Cal Eckstein gets down to the 38-yard line. That will be where Lamar starts this drive in quarter number 2 with 10:04 left in the half. Webster City's first play of their last possession, going 30 yards and a touchdown. And that was on the run by Ty McKinney. And the Lynx lead 22-7 over Lamar's as the Bulldogs get ready to go 1st and 10 from their own 38-yard line. Here's Lamar's on offense. It is Iverson in the gun, 2 men in the backfield. Motions a receiver right to left in Butcher. A pitch play right side to Lusing, trying to get around the blockers to the corner. He lowers his shoulder, lays the wood to a defender, gets across the 40 and brought down to the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 3 for Lusing, and Lusing is slow to get up on the play. He lowered his shoulder, and he got into the Webster City defender. And it's going to be 2nd down and 7 as Lusing gets helped up to his feet. I think he just kind of got the stars knocked out of him there on that play. Like I said, he laid the wood into Webster City defender over there. Now following that play, Lusing gets taken out for at least one play, probably more. It'll be 2nd down and 6 for the Bulldogs at their own 42. The clock is now running. 9:33 to play in the first half. 22-7 Webster City. Here's 2nd down and 6. Iverson in the gun, motions a receiver right to left. That's Connor Jalis. Receiver on either side. Lusing, he gives it to Doherty, looking around the left side, and Doherty is lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about it. Elijah Doherty picks up nothing. Maybe a yard up to the 43. That's going to set up 2nd down and about 5. 2nd down and 5 here for Lamar's at their own 43. They were kind enough to give Doherty 1 yard on that carry. 8:54 to play before the end of the first half. It is 22-7. Webster City out in front of Lamar's. Winner of this one remains unbeaten in the district. Heading toward the midway point of district play. 3rd down and 5. Here is Iverson. 2 receivers left, 1 right. He fakes the handoff, rolls out left, dumps it off into the flats. Lusing back into the game, has 1st down yardage and more across midfield and into Webster City territory up to the 48-yard line. That is definitely a 1st down for the Bulldogs. A 9-yard completion on the screen pass to David Lusing. Good to see him back into the ball game. Even better to see him pick up a gain like that. It's 1st and 10 for Lamar's at the Webster City 48-yard line. 8:25 before halftime. 22-7 Webster City. Here is Iverson. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver left. Motions a tight end left to right. They give it to the tight end. Lusing looking at off tackle around the right side. He cuts it outside the right numbers, 45. And Lusing gets thrown out of bounds late. No flag is called. They're going to say that was a continuation of the hit out of the 43-yard line. That sure as heck looked like a bit of a late hit there. Lusing picks up 5 yards to the 43. Lamar's fans over there definitely want a late hit. It's going to be 2nd down and about 6 or 5 yards at the Webster City 43. 8:09 to play before halftime. 2nd down and about 5. This is Iverson in the gun. 2 left, 1 right. And we've got flag. They're going to get the near receiver here for a false start. Fafita is going to get whistled for it. That's a 5-yard penalty. Backs up the Bulldogs to bring up 2nd and 10. Yeah, Fafita just ever so slightly was leaning forward before the play. And they're going to get the Bulldog receiver for the penalty. Makes it 2nd and 10 back to the Webster City 48-yard line on that penalty. So a number of penalties before the snaps have been plaguing Lamar's here tonight. Second down and 10, though, for the Bulldogs of the Webster City 48. Two receivers on either side of Iverson in the gun. Iverson, an ankle-high snap, drops back to throw, has some time, rolls out right. He's going to keep it and is lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the carry by Tyler Iverson. That makes it third down and 10. Iverson couldn't get anything going. Yeah, nowhere to throw to, nowhere to run to. And the Lynx have kind of shut down the Bulldog offense once again. It's third down and 10 for Lamar's at the Lynx 48-yard line. 7:37 to play before halftime. 22-7, Webster City leads Lamar's. Class 4A District 1 action between a couple of unbeatens in the district. Here is Iverson under center, single back in the backfield. Two receivers right, one left. Iverson takes a snap on 3rd and 10. Play action, bootleg left side, dumps it off into the flat. Spieler makes a nice juggling grab. Can't get around the defender as Spieler is brought down in the open field out of the 45-yard line. A pickup of 3, not enough. It's going to be 4th down and 7 here for the Bulldogs. 3rd down and 7. 4th down and 7, I beg your pardon, at the Lynx 45-yard line, and the Bulldog punting unit will come out onto the field. So Lamar's got across midfield, but was unable to get any farther. As they have 4th down and 7, Sione Fafita is out there to boot this thing away with 6:43 and counting left before halftime. Fafita hoping to pin the Lynx down inside the 20-yard line. Here he goes. He sends that thing right up the middle of the field. This is field inside the 15. It's muffed, and Devin Stokes dives on it at the 15-yard line. Stokes picks up the punt, and Webster City will start inside their own 20. They'll start at their own 15-yard line. 6:31 to play before the halftime break. Webster City gets the football now from their own 15 following the muffed punt from Devin Stokes. Did have the great reaction, though, to dive on the football. So we got 1st and 10 here for the Lynx of their own 15-yard line. The Bulldogs still making a change on defense as Webster City heads to the line of scrimmage. This is McKinney in the gun. He spins. He's going to keep it himself up the middle. In between the hashes, McKinney gets brought down to the 19-yard line. That's a pickup of 4 for Ty McKinney. It's going to be 2nd down and 6. 2nd down and 6 here for Webster City from their own 19-yard line. As Lamar's defense tries to get off the field quickly, hopefully force a 3 and out and maybe get some good field position off a punt. 2nd down and 6, though, from the 19. This is McKinney spinning around. He gives it to Hissler. Almost slipped in the backfield. Hissler gets across the 20 and brought down to the 21. C.J. Hissler on the 2-yard carry. Sets up 3rd down and 4 for Webster City from their own 21-yard line. Clock keeps rolling. Webster City's offense trying to stay out on the field and chew up the clock, go into the locker room with a 2-possession lead. Lamar's wants the ball back. They want to try and score and get it back to a 1-score game because they know Webster City's going to be getting the football right away to start the second half. So 3rd down and 4. This is a big play for the Bulldog defense. Webster City lines up at their own 21. McKinney spins. He bootlegs right side and throws. Passes picked off. Cal Eckstein to the 20. He has a convoy. Jukes away from a defender to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown Lamar's. Cal Eckstein, a 25-yard pick 6. No flags on the play, and it's 22-13. Lamar's has a point after away from making it a 1-score game. Cal Eckstein with the pick 6 has his first interception of the season. It's the first defensive touchdown for the Bulldogs all year, and it's a 9-point game as Kabongo comes out for the point after. Oh, Eckstein read that pass beautifully. McKinney did not get enough air underneath it. He was looking for the man about 5 yards behind Eckstein, who was right in front of the route, picks him off and runs it in. Now the point after here for Kabongo. The snap, good hold. That kick is good, just inside the right upright. The Lynx almost had that thing blocked, but they are able to put the point after on the board. 22-14 our score. It's an 8-point game. Webster City will get the football when we return. 5:04 left before halftime. Back after this on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM, KLEM.
Floyd Valley Therapies. Whether you have experienced an injury, accident, had surgery, or are dealing with chronic pain, We are here to offer personalized care to every patient, every time. Learn more about our extensive services at floydvalley.org.
Young and old alike enjoy the competition of high school sports. Some participate, some watch, and some remember how it was. It's only a game, but it offers great life lessons and memories that last a lifetime. A few thoughts from Dan and Lori Rexwinkle of Rexwinkle Funeral Homes in Lamars and Akron.
This is Ken Vigdal, head football coach of the Lamars football team. You're listening to Bulldog Football on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM Clem.
We welcome you back to Webster City. Daniel Versteg with you on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM, KLEM Lamars, and also online video and audio streaming. You can find links to both of those on our website, KLEM1410.com. Bulldogs get into the end zone on a 25-yard touchdown return on an interception by Cal Eckstein. It's 22-14 Webster City. Here's the kickoff from Kabongo. Rolls inside the 30, fielded at the 21-yard line. This is taken out by Cherry to the 25-30. And Cherry brought down at about the 31-yard line. Webster City gets the football back and will have 1st and 10 from their own 31. Well, on the last possession, Lamar's was just trying to get the ball back and trying to get back into the end zone, make it a 2-score game, or a 1-score game, beg your pardon. Now, Lamar's has a chance to get the ball back and maybe tie this thing up before halftime. If they can force a quick 3-and-out or maybe another turnover. For McKinney, that was his first interception thrown all season. He had been beautiful from the air this year so far, but is now blemished with that first interception of the season. Here's Webster City, 1st and 10 from their own 31-yard line. McKinney takes the snap. He gives it to Hissler, looking off tackle left side. Bulldogs have it in the backfield. It is Spieler and Doherty who bring down Hissler back at the 25-yard line. A loss of 6 is going to make it 2nd down and 16. Oh, Lamar's had that sweep read like a book. Spieler and Doherty make a nice play on the edge to gang up and bring down C.J. Hissler. It's 2nd down and 16 for the Lynx. And Lamar's defense with a quick 3-and-out could get the ball back and make things really interesting before halftime. Again, Webster City's going to get the ball to start the second half. It's 2nd down and 16 for the Lynx at their own 25. Here's McKinney all by himself. He's looking to throw. Steps back in the pocket. Lobs it up over the middle. That one's picked off again. It's David Lusing. Keeps his footing. 40, 35, 30, 25, 20. Lusing gets a block all the way into the end zone for another pick-6 touchdown. David Lusing picks off McKinney again, and again it goes for a touchdown from 45 yards out. It's a 2-point game, 22-20 with 4 minutes left. Ty McKinney had thrown no interceptions all year. In back-to-back passes, he's thrown 2, and they both ended in touchdowns. That one from David Lusing. And the Bulldogs are going to call a timeout before this play. With 4 minutes left before halftime, it's 22-20 in favor of Webster City. My goodness, the Bulldog defense coming up with back-to-back pick-6s. Can you believe it? And it's Eckstein and Lusing who are the beneficiaries of those bad passes. Again, need I remind you, McKinney had not thrown an interception all year. He had been fantastic throwing the football for Webster City. The rare times they did throw the football, of course, they're a run-first team. But, boy, Lamar's has his number tonight. David Lusing with his 2nd interception of the year, his first for a touchdown, as both Cal Eckstein and David Lusing connect for interception return touchdowns. We have a timeout before Lamar's, I think, is going to line up to go for 2. So while we have some time, let's thank our sponsors bringing you Bulldog football here on KLEM. Sponsors like Timmons Construction, Campbell's Lawn and Landscaping, Colbeck Hay and Grinding, Perspective Insurance, Hummer's Lawn Service, Murphy, Collinton, McGill Attorneys, Arnold Motor Supply, Siouxland Glass, Holzman Trucking, Iowa Abstract and Title Company, and Maurer Johnson Funeral Home. Here we go. The Bulldogs are going to look to go for 2 and tie this bad boy up with 4 minutes left in the half. Iverson in the gun, a receiver on either side. Now they shift the line. This is a very unbalanced line. Vanderslice is the center, as we've got a flag before this 2-point conversion. I think the Bulldogs did not shift the line properly as our lines judge blows this one dead. Oh, excuse me, we have a neutral zone infraction on the Lynx. It's a neutral zone infraction on the Lynx. And so Lamar's will get this half the distance to the goal line. They'll have a 2-point conversion from the 1.5. Well, we'll see if they keep the same play call. I'm not sure what they could maybe audible into. It's Iverson under center, 2 men in the backfield. Iverson gives it to Doherty. He's up the middle and in for the 2-point conversion, and this game is tied at 22. Back-to-back pick sixes, one ending in a 2-point conversion. We're tied at 22 with 4 minutes to play. How about that? In a matter of a minute and a half, the Bulldogs have turned the tides on this contest. We're back after this break to Webster City on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM, KLEM.
A little post-game snack tonight at Taco John's in Lamar's. Twilight Tacos. Hard shell tacos, 99 cents, and soft shell tacos, $1.29. Ole the day at Taco John's in Lamar's.
It takes a strong body and a strong mind to make you an athlete. So train hard and play smart. Play with confidence and always expect the unexpected. This message was brought to you by Van Sanitation and Recycling, proud supporters of local athletics.
This is Tyler Iverson, quarterback on the Lamar's football team. You're listening to Bulldog Football on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM, KLEM.
Well, we've got a good one here in Webster City. We are tied 22 apiece with 4 minutes left before halftime. What a start to this contest as Giovanni Cabongo lines up to kick this one away, sends a high right-footed end-over-end kick. This is fumbled inside the 10, and it is picked up by Stokes. Out to the 15-20, 25-30, and Stokes gets brought down at the 30-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Lynx as they start at their own 30-yard line. All right, the last 2 passes from Ty McKinney have both ended in interception returns for touchdowns. Cal Eckstein from 25 yards out made it an 8-point game. And then David Lusing from 45 yards out with the 2-point conversion being successful has tied this bad game up at 22 apiece. 3:54 left to play before halftime. Boy, what a first half this is. If the first half is any indication of what the second half is going to be, this is going to be one heck of a contest. Here is McKinney. He spins and hands it off around the right side. This is Connor Hansen. Gets across the 30 and is stopped short of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A pickup of 8 there for Connor Hansen. And it'll be 2nd down and 2 for the Lynx. Now it just seems like all of these offensive possessions keep changing the goal of what each squad is trying to do. Now Webster City's trying to get that lead back before halftime. Mind you, 2 possessions ago, Lamar's was just trying to keep the Lynx out of the end zone and make it a 1-score game. Now Webster City's trying to get the lead back as Hansen sweeps around the right side, gets across the 40, and run out of bounds at the 47-yard line. That's a pickup of 9 and a Webster City 1st down on a good carry by Connor Hansen. He's getting things going on the ground now. He's got 25 yards. He's got 17 on his last 2 carries. 3:15 left before the first half. It is 22-22. Webster City and Lamar's tied up in a great Class 4A District 1 contest. 1st and 10, Webster City 48-yard line. Here is McKinney, spins. He keeps himself across midfield into Bulldog territory. 45-40 down the sideline, 30, 25-20, and he is all the way into the end zone for a Webster City touchdown. No flags. Ty McKinney runs it in from 52 yards out. And it is a Lynx touchdown. They go up on the Mars, 28-22 here in the first half. Boy, will somebody stop these offenses. Oh, my goodness. That is 50 points in the first half. McKinney has another touchdown run. This one's from 52 yards out. 91 yards on 3 carries for McKinney. He has been phenomenal on the ground, not so much through the air. As Levi Mussman puts the point after try through the uprights and good. 29-22. Webster City leads Lamar's in this Class 4A District 1 contest. 2:53 left in the half. We're back with more Bulldog football after this break on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM, KLEM, Lamar's.
Prime Bank is pleased to support educational opportunities at Galen Catholic and Lamar's community. We're proud to support our students in the classroom, on the playing field, in the band room, on stage, or in any extracurricular activity. Prime Bank works hard to help all of our children excel in their endeavors.
Member FDIC.
Being on the winning team in Northwest Iowa for over 130 years, Iowa State Bank is a proud supporter of all our area high school sports teams.
Iowa State Bank, we're ready for you.
This is Elijah Doherty, and I play running back on Lamar's football team. You are listening to Bulldog Football on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM Clem.
We welcome you back to Webster City. You're on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM, KLEM, and also online, audio and video streaming. You can find links to those on our website, KLEM1410.com, and a special shout-out to those of you watching on our KLEM Radio YouTube channel. Our score, 29-22. Webster City leads with 2:53 left in the half. Lamar's is going to get the football back on offense for the first time in a long time. This is Squibber bouncing at the 35. Gets by Wadley. Fielded by Fafita at the 20-yard line. Takes it out, 25-30. Cuts up the middle, 35. And Fafita brought down to the 36-yard line. So Lamar's going to get the football here at their own 36 with 2:47 left before halftime. And Lamar's is going to get the ball back on offense after their defense was able to put up 2 touchdowns. Lamar's has not scored on offense since their second possession of the ball game. So here we go. Lamar's offense is trying to get rolling now as Iverson lines up in the gun. 1st and 10 of the 36 of the Bulldogs. Receiver motions left to right in Jalis. This give goes to Doherty around the right side, trying to get to the corner. Doherty gets brought down for a loss. No gain, I should say. Back to the 36-yard line gets Doherty. It'll be 2nd down and 10 as the Lynx defense has been able to shut down Elijah Doherty as of late. That Bulldog offense has not had a whole lot of reps in this second quarter. It has been the Bulldog defense that has carried them through this third quarter. And that is even with Webster City putting up 2 touchdowns in that time frame here in this second quarter. 2nd down and 10 for the Bulldogs from their own 36-yard line. Iverson, man in the backfield to his right. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Motions Butcher right to left. Fakes the give on the end around. Iverson throws it over the middle. Pass is caught by Connor Jalis across the 45-40. And Jalis gets brought down in Webster City territory. There is a flag back at the 46 of Lamar's. I think we're getting a hold, but whether it's on the defense or the offense is yet to be determined. If it is on the Lynx, that's going to add on, or excuse me, it'll be declined if it's on the Lynx. It's going to be a 20-yard catch if this play stands. Holding on Webster City, this play will stand. It's going to be a 29-yard catch. Iverson completing that pass over the middle to Connor Jalis. And picking up a 1st down for Lamar's into Webster City territory at the 35. So 29 yards in the completion to Jalis. Sets up 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs at the Webster City 35. 29-22 Webster City. Under 2 minutes to play in the half. Here is Iverson. 2 receivers right. Motions a man in the backfield to put 3 on that side. Hand off there to Doherty. Up the middle. Cuts back left side. 25-20. 1 man to beat to the 15. Doherty brought down inside the 10 as he carries it up the left hash down to the 8. Doherty with a huge carry. We have a Bulldog slow to get up back at the 40-yard line. But the result of the play for Doherty is a 27-yard gain as he was fighting defenders all the way down inside the 10. And we will see if this Bulldog that is injured on the play is able to continue up. We'll get you who that is. I can't see the number from here, unfortunately. Bulldog trainers attending to him. Coach Ken Vigdahl is leaning over him as well. And looking at that right knee, it looks like. There were no penalties, though, so this is just an injury timeout. It's going to be 1st down and goal here for the Bulldogs at the Webster City 8-yard line while we have a player slow to get up. Let's remind you of our great sponsors bringing you Bulldog football here on KLEM. Sponsors like the Lamar's Agri Center, Advance Eye Healthcare, Hy-Vee of Lamar's, Siouxland Glass, Cruise and Cruise Accounting, as well as OH Livermore Construction, Williams & Company, American Bank, Clausen's Clothing on the corner, downtown Lamar's, Easy Clean Car Wash, Floyd Valley Healthcare, Rex Winkle Funeral Home, Taco John's, Van Sanitation, Prime Bank, Iowa State Bank, Julie Hurt, Realtor Century 21 ProLink, Timmons Construction, Tenninger Insurance, and Galen Catholic Schools. And again, we do want to give another shout out to our video sponsors, bringing you coverage on the KLEM Radio YouTube channel. Sponsors like Northwest Bank, Julie Hurt of Century 21 ProLink, Peace Pizza House, and Pitchfork Ag. As our injured Bulldog is helped up onto his feet, Nolan Hodgson, the starting right guard, is limping off of the field. Thankfully under his own power. That's at least a good sight. The limp is not. The fact he is not getting too much attention, too much help, I should say, walking off the field is definitely better news than the alternative anyway. So we hope we can see Nolan later on in this contest. He has been a force on that offensive line on the right side with Brandon Vanderslice. But now that he's off the field, Bulldogs have to regroup, and they have a 1st and goal from the 8-yard line. Iverson under center, 2 men in the backfield. This give is to Doherty, has a hole around the right side, and Doherty dives forward across the 5, brought down to the 4-yard line. Pick up a 4, 2nd down and goal, halfway there to the end zone from the 8. As Doherty now has 74 yards on the ground. Minute 13 to play in the first quarter. It's 29-22 Webster City. The Bulldogs are trying to tie things up here before halftime. Once again, they've already done that once here before halftime, but they're trying to tie this thing up once again. Under a minute to play in the half. Bulldogs have 2nd and goal from the 4. Iverson in the backfield with Cal Eckstein to his right side. Eckstein is thrown on fake end-arounds. Now they motion Eckstein to a tight end on the left side. Empty backfield. Iverson drops back to throw. 2nd and goal from the 4. He's running around to his right. Pass over the right side is caught. Cal Eckstein into the end zone. That's a Bulldog touchdown. We've got a flag on the play. It might be a hold. It is a hold on the Bulldogs, so this touchdown is coming back. This touchdown is coming back on the hold from Lamar's. And it's going to be a long 2nd and goal following that penalty, because that's also a penalty from the spot of the foul. So that's going to back up the Bulldogs all the way to the Webster City 23. That is a tough holding penalty. I didn't see who they called it on specifically, but whoever it was had to make a play to make sure Iverson was able to stay safe around that right side and get a throw. Unfortunately, he got caught with the hold. So Lamar's is backed up to the Webster City 23 following that penalty, and now has 2nd down and goal back from the 23-yard line. Iverson under center, 2 men in the backfield. Iverson gives it to Butcher, who gives it back to Lusing, trying to squeeze through the right side, and Lusing gets popped out behind the line of scrimmage at the 25. Loss of 2 there for David Lusing. It'll be 3rd and goal for the Bulldogs. And they have a quarter of the field to go to try and convert this 1st down. And by convert, I mean get into the end zone. It's 3rd down and goal from the 25, and Lusing is slow to get up. He's been dealing with something all night as he gets up off the field and has to be taken out for a play. So the Bulldogs will have to regroup without him. It's 3rd and goal from the 25. Luckily, Lamar's, I think, is going to be able to get something or get a chance at something here before halftime. They don't have any timeouts left, though, so they got to hurry. Clock is running with 17 seconds before halftime. Bulldogs have to hurry. 3rd down and goal at the 25. Iverson motions a man right to left. Iverson takes a helmet-high snap. We've got a flag that's going to blow this play dead with 9 seconds. And well, who is it going to be? I think it's going to be on Lamar's. That's going to back up the Bulldogs even more. Any chances at a legal procedure is going to back up the Dogs back to their own, to the Webster City 30, I beg your pardon. So this is going to be 3rd and goal back to the 30-yard line, and I believe this clock's going to start running here with 9 seconds left before halftime. Yeah, once he's ready, he starts it. 7 seconds left before halftime. Bulldogs have to get the snap off. This is going to be the last play before halftime. Iverson, knee-high snap, drops back to throw before halftime. Throws left side, caught by Eckstein inside the 15, and he gets brought down to the 12. That is the end of the half. So the Bulldogs come up empty before halftime and are unable to tie this thing up. But what a great first half that was, huh? That was one heck of a football first half for you. 29-21, Webster City leads Lamar's in this Class 4A District 1 contest, Week 6 of the high school football season. Well, what a way to end the half. Couple of pick sixes, couple of rushing touchdowns from Webster City. It was a fun first half for sure. When we come back, we're going to break down the first half for you. We'll run down the stats. We'll run down how we got to this point of a 29-22 ball game. And we'll also take a look at scores from around the district and around Northwest Iowa as well. 29-22. Webster City leads Lamar's with halftime right upon us. We're back with more Bulldog football at halftime after this break on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM, KLEM.
Hi, this is Julie Hurt with Century 21 ProLink in Lamar's, your local real estate expert dedicated to results. Whether buying or selling a home, call me, Julie Hurt, with Century 21 ProLink in Lamar's at 540-7757. That's 540-7757.
Since 1932, Tenninger Insurance has been providing the area with dependable insurance coverage. A.J. Tenninger continues the tradition as an independent insurance agent dedicated to serving you. Tenninger Insurance, Plymouth Street, Lamar's. Galen Catholic School, excellence in education, leadership through Christ. For information, check their website at galencatholic.org.
Success is born of skill and team. Like the teams playing, CNOS has combined award-winning skill and teamwork into the premier medical facility in the region. For the areas of joint, bone, muscle, nerve, and brain are treated with the skills of comprehensive care from a team of highly trained experts. And CNOS takes care of many of the student athletes in Siouxland. CNOS is proud to bring you this game. Go to cnos.net to learn more.
Klein Insulation could provide you with a complete insulation system for your attic, crawl spaces, and foundation walls. Call Kyle with Klein Insulation at 540-5691. That's 540-5691.
With over 35 years of construction experience, you can trust the expertise of Stratmeyer Home Improvement Center. From remodeling to adding on to siding and gutters, your hometown boys can do it all. Call Steve today at 546-4606. Stratmeyer's Home Improvement Center, your hometown boys.
Have your lawn look as good as the ball that's hit to the outfield. Hummer's Lawn Care Service can help. They'll be there to keep your grass looking great while you're out at the game. Call Hummer today at 546-4087.
Pete's Pizza House is not your usual pizza joint, serving up modern American fare. Famous for their signature pizza and wings, they also include amazing pasta dishes, quality steaks, premium burgers, and more. Always fresh, always clean, relaxing, and fun. That's Pete's Pizza House, located on Business 75 South Lamar's.
At Universal Windows Direct, visit them today at 1303 Zenith Drive or call 712-587-7852 to set up your no-obligation quote.
Universal Windows Direct.
Top-notch automotive owners Jerry and Jason Ura can help with all your auto repair needs, from AC repair to transmission rebuilds, engine replacement, steering, suspension diagnostics, and more. Call 712-546-7430 or stop by Top-Notch Automotive, 1600 18th Street Southwest, Lamar's.
Hi, this is Misty Zach.
This is Brock Nohava.
This is Dave Close.
Hi, this is Austin Sitzman.
Hi, this is Jody with Exit Realty Midwest.
We are excited to support our area football teams. Exit Realty Midwest Lamar's. Online at exitrealtymidwest.com.
Make sure your life runs smoothly with an upgraded internet package from Premier Communications, connecting you with the internet speed and television access package that best fits your wants and needs. Premier Communications is happy to support our area coaches, athletes, and the parents who support them. Have a great season.
Campbell's Lawn and Landscape is a proud supporter of local athletics. Hard work and determination is what leads to success, and just like the team, Campbell's Lawn and Landscapes believes the same with their business. Give them a call today at 540-5434.
Colbeck Incorporated is proud to support local high school athletics. They encourage you to play hard and play smart and always show good sportsmanship. Best of luck from your friends, Brian, Kevin, and Wayne Colbeck.
Perspective Insurance. Better together. Whatever your insurance needs, call Perspective Insurance in Lamar's today at 546-7821 and make sure you are properly covered. Perspective Insurance in Lamar's, a new way to view insurance.
Pete's Pizza House is your destination before and after the game. Whether you need to feed the whole family or just looking to get out before the game, make sure to stop at Pete's Pizza House. You'll find many appetizers, burgers, salads, pasta, and of course, Pete's Pizza House outstanding pizza selections. Your entire family is sure to find something they're looking for. Pete's Pizza House would like to wish our local teams the best of luck this season.
This is Drayden DeBoer, middle linebacker on the Lamar's football team. You're listening to Bulldog Football on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM, KLEM.
We welcome you back. It is halftime here from Webster City on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM, KLEM Lamar's, and also online video and audio streaming. You can find links to both of those on our website. That's KLEM1410.com. Again, it's halftime. The Webster City Lynx lead Lamar's 29-22 here at halftime. And boy, what an energetic first half it was here from Webster City. Let's break it down for you. In the first quarter of the contest, Lamar's opened with a punting scenario, went 3 and out. And the Webster City on their first offensive possession of the ball game fumbled it. It was C.J. Hissler fumbling it. David Lusing picked it up, gave the Bulldogs great field position at their own 45. And on the next drive, Elijah Doherty runs it in from 8 yards out, a 5-play, 55-yard drive in a little under 2 minutes, made it 7-0. In favor of Lamar's. On the ensuing kickoff, it was C.J. Hissler who atoned for his fumble and ran the kick back 95 yards for a score. The 2-point conversion was good, and that gave Webster City their first lead of the contest, made it 8-7. Later on, following a Lamar's turnover on downs, Webster City got the football, a 5-play, 65-yard drive in a little over 2 minutes, capped off by a 5-yard touchdown run from Jackson Cherry. Point after attempt was good. That made it 15-7. At the end of the first quarter, after Lamar's had a 3 and out, Webster City got the football right before the end of the first quarter. Only got one play off. It was 15-7 after a quarter. Into the second quarter, Webster City's drive that carried over quarter to quarter ended in a 3 and out punting scenario. Lamar's got the football. They also went 3 and out and punted it. Webster City got great field position off of that punt, and from 30 yards out, Ty McKinney had his second rushing touchdown of the, his first rushing touchdown of the ball game. That made it 22-7 in favor of Webster City. Bulldogs had to punt it right away, but the Bulldog defense came up big for the Lamar's offense. Third play of the next Webster City drive ended in a Cal Eckstein 25-yard pick six. Point after was good. It was 22-14 partway through the second quarter. The following Webster City drive, the second play of the drive, McKinney dropped back to throw on 2nd and 16, and David Lusing picked him off over the middle and ran that interception back from 45 yards out, made it a 2-point game. The following 2-point conversion was good. We were tied up at 22 with about 4 minutes left in the first half. The next Webster City possession, though, from 53 yards out on the third play of the drive, Ty McKinney ran it in for the second time tonight. Point after was good. It was 29-22 with about 3 minutes left before halftime. Lamar's got a drive going, though. They were able to get down all the way into the Webster City 4-yard line, but penalties backed them way out of that striking distance and backed them all the way up to the 30-yard line. They had one play before halftime. They were able to pick up a 19-yard completion from Cal Eckstein down to the 11. That's where the drive ended before halftime. And so as we sit here at halftime, it is Webster City 29 and Lamar's 22. And a very energetic first half. I mean, my goodness, how can you not end this first half with just a big smile on your face? I mean, my goodness, that was an entertaining first half of football. And like I said, I think partway through the second quarter, if that first half is going to be anything like this second half is going to be, boy, I would not go anywhere if I were you. I'd not touch your radio dial, don't touch your internet browser, whatever you are enjoying this game on. I would just leave it sit and enjoy the rest of this contest, because this is going to be a wild one down to the finish. As we take a look at the stats from the first half of the contest, very identical offensive outputs. Lamar's has 208 yards of total offense, again, unofficially. 77 yards on the ground, 131 through the air. Elijah Doherty leading the way offensively for the Bulldogs. He has 12 carries, 74 rushing yards, and a rushing touchdown. Tyler Iverson is 10 for 13 passing for 131 passing yards. He's loved finding David Lusing, who has 3 catches, 41 yards in the ball game. Cal Eckstein has been another favorite target. He has 2 catches, 39 yards. And, of course, both those guys have picked sixes, so they've been able to score on defense and been unable to get into the end zone offensively. But they have been the favorite targets here for Tyler Iverson in the first half. So that's where we sit for Lamar's on offense. For Webster City, again, their total offense very similar, 202 yards of total offense for the Lynx. That's 146 on the ground, 56 through the air. as the Lynx are led on the ground by Ty McKinney, who only has 3 carries, 91 rushing yards, and 2 rushing touchdowns. He hasn't had to carry the ball himself a whole lot, but when he does, he has made the plays. And McKinney is one heck of a runner as a quarterback. Other leading runners, let's see, Connor Hansen has 6 carries, 25 yards. It is C.J. Hissler, 5 carries, 15, and Jackson Cherry has 3 carries for 15. Ty McKinney is 1 of 4 passing for 56 passing yards and 2 interceptions here in the ballgame. It has not been McKinney's night trying to throw the football here for Webster City offensively, but that one completion was good for 56 yards to Devin Stokes, the senior tight end. So that's where we sit with our scores and stats here. It is 29-22. Webster City leads Lamar's. This is Class 4A District 1 action. Both of these squads are unbeaten in the district, and again, if you want to guarantee your spot into the playoffs, you got to win your district. And for these two squads at 1-0 in district play, that starts tonight. Trying to win the district starts tonight. It started last night if you want to be really nitpicky about it, but it really gets going tonight as we could end up after tonight with only one unbeaten team in the district remaining, and that team would have the sole control of the district at that point. So lots of things on the line with tonight's contest. Of course, it is homecoming, so we've got a little bit of an extra long halftime. They had the coronation ceremonies and things like that. Now the band is performing. You just love homecoming. Whether you are the one celebrating or not, it is always fun. And, boy, Webster City brings out their alum and their fans on homecoming. This place is packed to the brim. And I could see why. Webster City's got a really good football team. That 3-2 record, I don't think, tells the whole story of this Webster City squad. So, again, it's halftime. It is Webster City 29, Lamar's 22. When we come back, we'll have a look at scores from around the district. We'll take a look at that Spencer Fort Dodge game. That's a big one everybody's paying attention to. And a battle of winless teams in the district as Storm Lake takes on Denison Schleswig in district play. We'll also take a look at some of the other scores from around Northwest Iowa. We'll check in with Galen Catholic. They've got a big game tonight against South O'Brien. Battle for second in the district. Of course, the top 4 in that district make the playoffs. So a lot to be determined with that contest. We'll see how that one ends out. We'll give you a score update of that as well. It's halftime. Webster City 29, Lamar's 22. Scores are coming up next when we return to Lynx Field here in Webster City. You are listening to Bulldog Football on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM, KLEM.
Murphy Collins and McGill PLC in Lamar supports our local student athletes, trusted for generations with reliable legal guidance. So when you are in need of legal services, consult with one of the attorneys at Murphy, Collins, and McGill PLC, located at 38 First Avenue Northwest, Lamar's, Iowa.
Protect your property, your home, and your land. Contact Iowa Abstract Land and Title Company for your information to update and record for your property protection. Iowa Abstract Land and Title Company.
Hi, this is Joel Johnson of the Maurer Johnson Funeral Home. As graduates of Lamar's community and Galen Catholic, Nikki and I are proud to support our local athletic programs. We encourage you to give your family peace of mind by prearranging your funeral services with Maurer Johnson Funeral Home.
At Arnold Motor Supply in Lamar's, they understand service really does make the difference. They'll take the extra step to help you find the right part. The first time, every time. At Arnold Motor Supply, service really is the difference.
We're proud to be Arnold Motor Supply.
The Lamar's Agri Center, your local source for Scott's Lawn Products, top-performing Kent Feed products, a full line of agronomic inputs, bulk grass seed, bird feeders, bulk bird feed, and outstanding service. The Lamar's Agri Center, your source for everything that grows.
This is Brandon Vanderslice, O-lineman on the Lamar's football team. You're listening to Bulldog Football on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM, Clem.
And we welcome you back to Webster City. It is halftime, and Webster City leads Lamar's 29-22 here at the half. An energetic first half. You're going to want to stick around for the second half of this contest. While we have some time here at halftime, let's take a look at scores from around the district in Class 4A District 1. We'll also take a look at the scores around Northwest Iowa. Starting in Class 4A District 1, Denison Schleswig is up on Storm Lake at halftime, 13-0. And in the second quarter, it is Spencer on the road leading Fort Dodge by a score of 7-0. That game currently being played at Dodger Stadium tonight. Other scores from around Northwest Iowa over at Jim Lorenzen Field. South O'Brien leads Galen Catholic 21-6. The Jays are trying to extend their winning streak to 4 games, taking on a tough South O'Brien squad. Other scores out of that district, Class A District 1, Akron Westfield leading Hinton 23-14 in the second quarter. Alta Aurelia is up on MMCRU big time, 22-0 in the first quarter. And the non-district game pits number 1 West Hancock and number 10 Hartley Melvin Sanborn, and it is West Hancock with a 14-6 lead over the Hawks, but a good contest there between 2 top 10 teams. All right, let's take a look at other scores from around the area. And we head to Rock Rapids, where Central Lyon George Little Rock is demolishing Unity Christian 9-8, 41-0, that score in the third quarter. We're going to get some scores from around this region, unfortunately, on my handy-dandy score app. We'll try and get some other scores from up there in Northwest Iowa. It doesn't look like we're going to be able to. Unfortunately, my app uses my location to try and give me scores, but we'll give you some scores from around Webster City's neck of the woods. Humboldt leads North Polk 31-7 at halftime. Fort Dodge St. Edmund, an 8-player, leads Bishop Garrigan 12-8. Algona is up on Gilbert 19-10 at the half. North Union up on West Fork 43-6 at halftime. Let's see if we can get you some 8-player scores here, because those are the ones you really care about. We'll try and, let's see, how is Remsen St. Mary's doing here? It is 40-14. Remsen St. Mary's is blowing out Newell Fonda at halftime. That one is probably for the district title, so a blowout there for Remsen St. Mary's. The other contest you want to pay attention to, Kingsley Pearson is leading Glidden Ralston by a score of 28-6. And over on our sister station, Wide Country 101.3, they have River Valley and Siouxland Christian. That's a tight one over in Whiting tonight, as River Valley leads Siouxland Christian 8-6. That score at halftime of 8-player District 1 action. So lots of good games around the area, including the one you are paying attention to right now. Webster City is leading Lamar's by a score of 29-22 at halftime. The Lynx, well, they're going to get the football to start the second half of action when we return. The kickoff coming up from Webster City, Iowa. A good one in the works. We'll have more from Webster City after this break here on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM, KLEM Lamar's.
Advanced Eye Healthcare, Dr. Becky DeRuyter knows all of our student athletes need to keep their eye on the ball. Make sure with an eye exam at Advanced Eye Healthcare at Walmart Vision Center in Lamar's. Dr. Becky DeRuyter. When it comes to service, your Lamar's Hy-Vee is #1 for shopping both in-store and online. Save with the Fuel Saver Plus Perks Rewards program at Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle.
This is John from Siouxland Glass. You're busy. Let me help with pickup and drop off of your vehicle included in your service. Call 712-540-9080 for auto glass repair and replacement.
Certified Public Accountants Cruz and Cruz extend their support to all the athletes and remind everyone, in the spirit of sports, participation is more important than winning. Cruz and Cruz Accounting, proud to be a sponsor of KLEM Sports.
Whether you're building, remodeling, or renovating, choose the professional that you've come to trust. O.H. Livermore Construction. From commercial to residential remodeling to a complete renovation, contact O.H. Livermore Construction for a free estimate today. 540-6247. O.H. Livermore Construction, Lamar's. Williams & Company, certified public accountants, congratulates all area athletes in support of excellence, good sportsmanship, and the spirit of teamwork. A proud sports sponsor, Williams & Company, CPAs, your full-service business advisor with a local office in Lamar's.
Get more done this summer with a special loan rate from Northwest Bank. Buy a car, take a vacation, use the equity in your home for what you want. Northwest Bank's home equity line of credit special rate of 1.5% APR fixed for 6 months, then variable rate thereafter. Currently 3.25% APR. This rate is available for a limited time to qualified borrowers. Stop in or call 1-800-678-4105 for details about credit costs and terms. Visit nw.bank to apply online.
Commitment you can bank on.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
This is Kale Beckstein, quarterback on the Lamar's football team. You're listening to Bulldog Football on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM, KLEM.
We welcome you back to Webster City here on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM, KLEM Lamar's, and also online video and audio streaming. You can find that at KLEM1410.com. It is halftime, where Webster City, a team receiving votes in the latest Class 4A Associated Press rankings, leads Lamar's by a score of 29-22. Again, the winner of this one has a lot of control in the district standings. One of these squads is going to be unbeaten in the district coming out of this contest, and one of these squads is going to be trying to build back their standing at the top of the district. For Lamar's, the rest of their schedule looks like this. The final third of their season will wrap up at home against Denison Schleswig, at Spencer, and then home against Fort Dodge. For Webster City, they round out the last 3 games of the year. They're all on the road, so this is the last chance for Webster City to see their home fans, as the Lynx will be at Spencer, at Storm Lake, and at Denison Schleswig to round out the year. Boy, what a tough way to end the schedule for Webster City. They have to go on the road 3 weeks in a row. But the Lynx, I know they're a really solid squad. They were a quarterfinalist last year in the playoffs, beating Sergeant Bluff Luton in the round of 16, losing to Boyden Hall Rock Valley in the round of 8. And this is a squad that knows how to get it done. No matter what kind of schedule they are handed by the Iowa High School Athletic Association, they have been able to work through it and have been able to make the plays that they need to have success in the sport of football. Of course, Bob Howard has been one heck of a coach all throughout his career, whether that was at Sigourney, whether that's at Webster City. He has made the difference in a lot of players' lives, and has made the difference at the football programs of these couple of schools that he is most well known for. Halftime wrapping up here. It's 29-22. Lamar's trails Webster City. The Bulldogs will be kicking off to Webster City to start the second half of this contest. This broadcast of Bulldog football on KLEM is made possible by CNOS, Klein Insulation, Wilchin Construction, Stratmeyer Home Improvement Center, Hummer's Lawn Care, Pease Pizza House, Universal Windows Direct, Top Notch Automotive, Exit Realty Midwest, and Premier Communication. More of our great sponsors that bring you Bulldog football each and every road contest right here on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM, KLEM Lamar's. Ready to start second half of action. Webster City gets the football to start quarter number 3 and the second half. It's 29-22 in favor of Webster City. Another 24 minutes of football gets started now as Giovanni Cavango sends a line drive kick. That is off the up man of the 27, picked up by Jackson Cherry. He takes it across the 30, dragging defenders across the 35. He's still on his feet up to the 39-yard line. A good return there for Webster City's Jackson Cherry. And it will be first down and 10 here for the Lynx at their own 39-yard line. Starting quarter number 3, Webster City's offense kind of stalled there at the end of the second quarter. Of course, they threw the 2 interceptions that both got returned for touchdowns, but that last drive for the Lynx offensively ended in a score. Let's see what they got here on first and 10 from their own 39. McKinney, the spin back, swings it around the right side. This is Connor Hansen, who gets stopped at the 41 on a sweep around the right side. Doherty and Eckstein there on the stop. It's a pickup of 2 for Hansen, and it will be second down and 8. So the sweep game still not being able to be effective for Webster City offensively. The Bulldog defense has been able to come up big and shut down those sweeps for nothing. Second down and 8 here for the Lynx of their own 41, trying to hold on to a 1-touchdown advantage over the Lamar's Bulldogs. It's 29-22, Webster City. Second down and 8 for the 41-yard line. Here is McKinney spinning it, giving it up the middle. This is C.J. Hissler, and Hissler gets piled onto the 44-yard line. That's a pickup of about 3, and it's going to be third down and 5. Definitely not an easy scenario for Webster City to pick up a first down. That actually may be more like a third down and 6. Not a third down and 5.5. It's going to be a tough get here for the Lynx. Ball's at their own 44. They have third and 5 on the scoreboard, so we'll go with that. Third and 5, 29-22 Webster City, 10.5 minutes to play in the third. Here's McKinney out of the gun. He spins, gives it to Hansen, who gives it back around the left side. This is Hissler trying to make an open field tackle. Spieler couldn't bring him down, and Hissler has first down yardage. As they say, he's out of bounds in Bulldog territory at the 49. That's a pickup of 7. What a great run by C.J. Hissler. And he has a first down for Webster City to the Bulldog 49-yard line. That was exactly what Webster City needed. And now in the Bulldog territory, they have first down and 10. Here's the snap. McKinney spins. He keeps it up the middle across the 45-40. He's broken free up the seam. 30, 35, 25-20. And down inside the red zone goes Ty McKinney to the Bulldogs 17 for 32 yards and another Webster City first down. Ty McKinney picks up 32 yards. He has 123 rushing yards on only 4 carries so far tonight. What a great start to this ball game for McKinney running the football. Of course, he'd love to have the 2 interceptions back, but his running game is definitely making up for it. As it is a first down and 10 inside the red zone of the Bulldogs' 17-yard line. Here is McKinney in the gun. No receivers. Spins. He gives it to Connor Hansen looking up the middle. 15, 10 to the 5, and Hansen gets all the way into the end zone for a Webster City touchdown. 17-yard score for Connor Hansen. That's his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And Webster City goes up by 2 scores. It is 35-22. The Lynx lead. It comes with 9:52 left in the third quarter. A 2-minute drive that ends in a 5-play, 61-yard drive that ends in a score. 17-yard run from Hansen. Here's the point after from Levi Mussman. Try and put the Lynx up 14. Snap, good hold by Stokes, and the point after kick is through the uprights and good. 36-22 is Webster City leading Lamar's with 9:52 left in the third quarter. We'll get a break in when we come back. Bulldogs will get the football here in Webster City. This is a good one. Don't go anywhere. We're back with more Bulldog football after this break on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM, KLEM.
At American Bank, we believe in offering you what you want in a bank. Free checking, free debit and ATM cards, extended lobby and drive-up hours, competitive loans and deposit rates, online and mobile banking with bill payment and mobile deposit services. American Bank, achieving success together for over 130 years.
Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
It's the corner for fashion. Clausen's on the corner downtown Lamar's. For men's, young men's, and ladies' clothing, a shoe department, and formal wear too. In-store alterations, gift cards, and personal service. Clausen's on the corner downtown Lamar's.
This is Reese Spieler, tight end on the Lamar's football team. You're listening to Bulldog Football on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM, KLEM.
We welcome you back to Webster City. Here's a line drive kick that is muffed and fielded inside the 20-yard line by the Bulldogs. Taken out to the 30, 35. And a good return across the 40 to the 41. I believe that is Connor Jalis, and it is. Connor Jalis with a good return up to the 41-yard line. And it'll be first and 10 for Lamar's as they start their first drive of the second half with 9:46 left to play in quarter number 3. So the Bulldog offense now has to respond after Webster City scored a touchdown on their opening drive of the second half. A 17-yard touchdown run by Connor Hansen. Bulldogs on offense down 2 touchdowns, 36-22. Here's Tyler Iverson to the gun. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Fakes the end around to Lusing. Drops to throw. Throws deep over the right seam. And a leaping grab by Reese Spieler into Webster City territory across the 40 to the 35-yard line. But we have a flag on the play back behind the line of scrimmage. And this is a hold called on the Bulldogs. That play is coming back. Oh, my goodness, and I have been able to see it here this first half, and the second half it continues. Penalties have killed Lamar's, absolutely killed the Bulldogs here in this contest. They get big plays like that and end up penalizing themselves out of it, and Lamar's is going to be backed up all the way to their own 27-yard line following the penalty. What a tough loss there for Lamar's. That's going to set up Lamar's with first down and 24, I think. 23 or so. So Lamar's has to try and work out of this one now as Iverson lines up under center, single back in the backfield. He gives it around the right side. Doherty looking for the corner, doesn't get it. Picks up a yard to the 28. And it's going to be second down and just as long for the Bulldogs. Lamar's unable to get anything rolling there on that first play, and we'll call it a second down and 23. Second down and 23 for the Bulldog 28-yard line. Got to get across midfield and then get across the Webster City 49 to convert the first. So a long field ahead of them, a long set of chains ahead of them. As this is Iverson in the gun. 2 receivers left, 1 right. A belt-high snap. Iverson drops to throw. 4-man Webster City rush. Flag on the play. This is another hold as Iverson gets sacked in the backfield for a loss of 4 to the 24. We're going to get a holding penalty, and this will probably be accepted unless Coach Howard wants the down instead of the distance, which I could see either way. And yeah, they're gonna take the penalty there. Honestly, that's a win-win scenario either way for Coach Howard. His defense got a loss and a loss of down, or you could take the even bigger loss of yardage. And Coach Howard's going to take that all the way back to the 14-yard line of Lamar's. Oh, boy. So we have, this is why I didn't do math in college. We'll go second down and 37, I think. Something like that. Yeah, that's what the scoreboard has. All right, I'll take that. Second and 37 as Iverson gives it around the right side. Doherty breaks free across the 15, 20, and down to the 26-yard line. So able to pick up a dozen there is Elijah Doherty. And, well, we'll see. That's going to be third down and 25. Third down and 25 here for the Bulldogs at their own 26. So, I've seen stranger things. You just got to give yourself a chance to try and get something here. Maybe make your fourth down a little bit more manageable. You're probably looking at a 4-down scenario if you can get it close. It's a 2-touchdown lead for the Lynx, and that's when you want to start trying to score. Here's Iverson under center. Receiver on either side. Play action. Bootleg. Iverson looking to throw left side. Dumps it off into the flats, and the pass falls incomplete. Looking for Reese Spieler out of the tight end position. Fourth down and 25, and out comes the punting unit for Lamar's. They are forced to punt it here after getting penalized way out of any reachable scenario. Fourth down and 25 here. Ty McKinney and Devin Stokes go back to return this kick from Sione Fafita, who has been punting as of late, the last couple of games for the Bulldogs. Fafita stands at his own 15. He takes a knee-high snap and sends a line drive end-over-end kick. This bounces, rolls down into Webster City territory. There is a flag on the play down the sideline. The Bulldogs down it at the 33-yard line. This might be a sideline warning on the Bulldogs. Maybe a coach got in the way of the referee running downfield. I'm not sure. But we'll see. I can't imagine there'd be a hold there. Yeah, that's just going to be a sideline warning. Yeah, when you're on the sideline, you have to give the referee enough room to run down the sideline, and I guess a coach did not do that for Lamar's. So a sideline warning on the Bulldogs. No penalty, but that is a warning. Another one will result in a penalty. And so Webster City's going to get it from their own 33-yard line following the punt and following the sideline warning. 7:32 to play in the third quarter. Those sideline warnings can be issued also as pseudo-unsportsmanlike conduct penalties as well. First down and 10 to the 33. Handoff up the middle. Jackson Cherry gets across the 35 to the 40. Stops short of the marker at the 42. That's a gain of 9 for Jackson Cherry, and it's second down and 1 for Webster City. The Lynx offense, again, we knew this was coming. The Lynx like to run. They like to run, and then they also like to run the football. And, Lamar's has been able to shut them down in spurts, but overall, Webster City has been dominant. 36-22, the Lynx lead. 7 minutes left in the third quarter. Second down and 1, spin and a handoff. Cherry up the middle. He gets stopped at the 45, but that is more than enough for a first down. A pickup of 3 there for Jackson Cherry. It's first and 10 for Webster City at their own 45-yard line. Couple of good carries there by Jackson Cherry. And it's first down and 10 for Webster City at their own 45. Coming up next week on KLEM, Galen Catholic football will be at MMCRU. Definitely a much closer drive for the KLEM mobile. We'll be on the call from Marcus coming up next week. First and 10 for Webster City at their own 45. Spin, handoff goes to Hissler up the middle. Not much there, only a yard gain for C.J. Hissler to the 46. And that is going to bring up 2nd down and 9. Of course, Ty McKinney taking these snaps as the quarterback, spinner back, whatever kind of terminology you want to use. Of course, the quarterback is one that everybody knows, but the spinner back is what technically McKinney's position is called, as he is the one directing traffic back there, and I can't imagine being that traffic guard of this offense. 2nd down and 9, Webster City 46. Spin and a give to Cherry around the right side. Up across midfield, has a block up to the Bulldog 40, 35-30, right sideline, and Lusing brings him down to the 27-yard line. Jackson Cherry with a 26-yard carry and a 1st down for the Lynx into the Bulldog 27-yard line. So a great carry there by Jackson Cherry. He picks up 27. And a 1st down for Webster City as they keep the clock running as well, down to the Bulldog 27. Here's 1st and 10. It is McKinney in the gun. He spins, keeps it himself up the middle, across the 25-20 to the 15. And McKinney dancing his way through the line. Gets up to the 13, a gain of 14, and another 1st down for Webster City. Ty McKinney has his ground game rolling. He has 5 carries, 137 rushing yards, and 2 rushing touchdowns unofficially in this contest, as he has gotten the Lynx down inside the red zone of the Bulldog 13-yard line. Bulldog 13 with 5:18 left in the 3rd quarter. Here's McKinney. He takes the snap, spins, and he gives it around the right side. Jackson Cherry gets stopped for nothing. Cal Eckstein brings him down to the 12. That's a pickup of 1 for Jackson Cherry. And it's 2nd down and 9 for the Lynx of the Bulldog 12-yard line. Under 5 minutes to play, 36-22, Webster City. Lynx threatening to make it a 3-score game if they can get to the end zone once again. 2nd down and 9, Bulldog 12-yard line. McKinney takes the snap, spins, gives it to Cherry again around the right side across the 10. And Cherry is brought down to the 8-yard line. That's a pickup of 4 for Jackson Cherry. And it is going to be a 3rd down and about 5. We'll go 3rd down and 5 here for the Lynx as they work one of the longer drives of this ballgame. 7 plays. This is, one of the, if not the longest drive of the contest for either side. We got a lot of quick scores, hence why the 36-22 ball game. 4 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. 3rd down and 5, a spin. This give goes around the left side. C.J. Hissler gets stopped for no gain as he tried to sweep it around the left side. The Bulldogs had that one read. Elijah Doherty makes the stop. Actually going to get Hissler for a loss of 1. And so it's going to be a 4th down and 6. Yeah, 4th down and 6 here for Webster City. Bulldog 9-yard line. And I don't think Webster City wants to settle for a field goal, but they are going to send out a couple of players that might line up to kick a field goal. Webster City down to 10 seconds on the play clock. They're going to have to hurry here soon. 5 seconds. They got to snap it quick. 4th down and 6. This is McKinney faking the throw. Now he runs. He jump throws toward the right side. J.J. Moore makes the catch and gets into the end zone for a Webster City touchdown. Ty McKinney let go of his throw, caught it back himself, and then found J.J. Moore for a touchdown on a 4th down and 9. Lamar's is wondering how that's not 2 forward passes. The Bulldog coaches are absolutely livid over there on the sideline. I don't blame him. If his arm was moving forward, that should be a 2nd forward pass, and you can't do that. Either way, it's 42-22, Webster City. And now a point after kick is, what do we have, a flag on the play? It's on Lamar's. It's going to be a neutral zone infraction, I believe. So 42-22, Webster City. They're going to get a re-kick here. And they'll try and boot another point after through, or they might try and go for 2 here. Nope, they'll kick it. With 3:11 left in the third quarter, 42-22, Webster City. The Lynx with Levi Mussman will try another point after kick to try and put Webster City up by 21 points. Here's the snap. Hold by Stokes. Kick is through the uprights and good. Our score with 3:11 left to play in the third quarter, 43-22. Webster City leads. We're back with more after this break. Bulldogs will get the football when we return on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM, KLEM.
Who has time to sit and wait and wait and wait to wash your car? Choose Easy Clean Car Wash. We'll have you in and out in under 4 minutes with a shine that will make people talk. Easy Clean Car Wash, making it easy. Just east of Hy-Vee on 12th Street, Lamar's.
Floyd Valley Therapies. Whether you have experienced an injury, accident, had surgery, or are dealing with chronic pain, we are here to offer personalized care to every patient every time. Learn more about our extensive services at floydvalley.org.
This is Derek Gowan on the Lamar's football team. You're listening to Bulldog Football on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM, KLEM.
We welcome you back to Lynx Field, Webster City, Iowa. Daniel Versteg with you on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM, KLEM Lamar's, and also online, video and audio streaming. You can find links to that on our website, KLEM1410.com. It is 43-22. Webster City holds a 3-touchdown advantage, 3:11 to play. This squibber is fielded by Cal Eckstein to the 23, taken up the middle of the field, 25-30 now, cuts it back out to the left sideline, 40, 45, flag on the play, and Eckstein gets cross midfield, still on his feet, and he gets brought down to the Webster City 47, but this kick return's coming back from a Bulldog penalty. And boy, I do not want to see the penalty numbers here for Lamar's. They cannot be pretty here tonight. That is one thing we are going to talk to Coach Ken Vigdahl about. Got a holding penalty on the Lynx. On Lamar's. This will be from the spot of the foul. And 10-yard penalty will back Lamar's up back to their own 31. But a good kick return there for Eckstein. Unfortunately, he's not going to see the fruits of his labor there. Lamar's is going to have 1st and 10 all the way back to their own 31-yard line following the penalty. And we'll say the 31 with 2:59 to play in this third quarter. Bulldog offense back on the field trying to make something happen here on this drive late in quarter number 3. Iverson lines up in the gun, has a receiver on either side of him. Tight end to his right. Here's the snap. The give goes to Doherty, bouncing off tackle right side. He's trying to get to the corner and can't get there. Doherty gets tripped up forward to the 33. A pickup of 2 for Elijah. And it'll be 2nd down and 8. Doherty has been the ball carrier tonight for Lamar's. 15 carries, 89 yards, and a rushing touchdown. But other than that, the Bulldog offense has been pretty well held in check. 2nd down and 8 for Lamar's at their own 33. As Iverson drops back to throw toward the left side. That pass is in and out of the hands of Keon Butcher and incomplete. Butcher there, couldn't haul it in. He got hit by a couple of Webster City defenders, so that ended up jarring the ball loose. It'll be 3rd down and 8 for Lamar's from their own 33. With 2:24 left in the third quarter, 43-22 Webster City. And Lamar's, unless they can get something rolling here quickly, probably down to a 500 record by the end of tonight. 3 receivers to the left. We call that trips. 1 receiver right. On 3rd down and 8, they motion Eckstein out of the backfield. 4 receivers on the left side. Looking for a screen pass. That one slips out of the hands of Iverson, and they rule it an incomplete pass. As Iverson couldn't grip it well, it'll be 4th down and 8. And out comes the punting unit for Lamar's, down 3 scores, and with a 4th down and long upcoming. So Webster City's going to get another great set of downs here. As this will be Fafita to punt. Stokes and McKinney on the return. High snap, Fafita gets it down. He sends a high knuckler off his right foot. It's fielded inside the 30 by McKinney. Taken out, middle of the field, 32. He stops for a moment, now looks for a lane around the right side, 33. He gets spun down and brought down at the 34-yard line. Good tackle there by Andrew Fafita. And it's 1st and 10 for the Lynx, from their own 34-yard line. Own 34 here for Webster City. Good kick by Fafita with 2:07 left in the third quarter. Webster City will get another chance to score, and this chance could put the Lynx at 50 points. Already, this 43 that they put up over Lamar's is the most Webster City scored in a game this year. They had 42 in Week 2 against Boone. They had 41 last week against the Dodgers. And now here they are with 43 against the Bulldogs. 1st and 10 at the Webster City 35. Spinning it is McKinney up the middle, and McKinney gets stopped for nothing. Maybe a gain of 1 to the 36. Ty McKinney picks up just a couple there. Lamar's finally able to read him on a carry. He has been successful all night running the football, and that's a good job by the Bulldogs. It's 2nd down and 8 for Webster City at their own 36. Again, this is the last home game for Webster City this year. They have 3 road games to round out the regular season. Just a really tough draw from the Iowa High School Athletic Association. 2nd down and 8 for the Lynx at their own 36. McKinney spins. He gives it around the right side. This is Connor Hansen looking for a sweep. Outside right numbers 40. Tackled across the 45 and has the first down. Right at the 45. That's a pickup of 9 for Connor Hansen, and it's a first down for Webster City. Up to his own 45-yard line. Minute 20 left in the third quarter. Webster City 43. Lamar's 22. The Lynx have put up 2 touchdowns here in this third quarter. And so, Webster City's offense keeps on moving. Wash, rinse, and repeat here of the first half. 1st and 10, 45-yard line. Handoff around the left side. Connor Hansen gets across midfield, breaking a tackle into Bulldog territory, 45. And Hansen gets tackled down to the 40-yard line. That's 15 yards and another Lynx first down into Bulldog territory. Webster City just keeps the gas to the floor, picking up 15 more yards. That offense that Webster City runs is just so deceiving. Any one of 4 players can get the football on any given snap. And you just have to be ready for it because there's not really an answer to it. Here's 1st and 10, Bulldog 40-yard line. McKinney spins. He keeps it himself off the snap. He gets across the line of scrimmage, picks up 5 yards to the 35. And it's 2nd down and 5 for Webster City, Bulldog 35-yard line. Ty McKinney leading the way on the ground in yardage. Right now, McKinney unofficially has 7 carries, 144 yards, and 2 rushing touchdowns. As this will end quarter number 3 with our score, Webster City 43, Lamar's 22. 12 minutes of football remain from Webster City. When we come back, we will have quarter number 4. We hope you join us. Lamar's needs a quick stop here on defense, get the ball back, and make something happen. We're back with the fourth quarter. Webster City 43, Lamar's 22. You're listening to Bulldog Football on KLEM.
Young and old alike enjoy the competition of high school sports. Some participate, some watch, and some remember how it was. It's only a game, but it offers great life lessons and memories that last a lifetime. A few thoughts from Dan and Lori Rexwinkle of Rexwinkle Funeral Homes in Lamar's and Akron.
A little post-game snack tonight at Taco John's in Lamar's. Twilight tacos, hard shell tacos 99 cents, and soft shell tacos $1.29. Ole the day at Taco John's in Lamar's.
A home is a safe place to be, a roof over your head, and 4 walls to keep out the heat and cold. It's a child's laughter, a mother's song, and a father's strength. It's where we go for comfort and to share joy. It's your first school and your first church. It's where memories are shared. Hi, this is Julie Hurt, your Century 21 ProLink real estate agent. Whatever a home means to you, I am here to help you find the home you are looking for. Call 540-7757 and let me, Julie Hurt, help you make a house your new home.
This is David Lusink, wide receiver on the Lamar's football team. You're listening to Bulldog Football on 1410 AM 96.9 FM KLEM.
We welcome you back to Webster City. Daniel Versteg with you on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM, KLEM Lamar's, and also online video and audio streaming. You can find links to those at KLEM1410.com. First carry of the fourth quarter ends in a 1-yard run from Connor Hansen. It is 3rd down and 4. Up to the Bulldog 34. McKinney takes the snap, spins a sweeper on the right side. Hansen looking for the corner. He's got it. A first down across the 30. And Hansen brought down forward to the 28. A pickup of 6 for Connor Hansen and a first down for Webster City to the Bulldog 28. Webster City's offense keeps rolling as they lead Lamar's 43-22 in this ball game. Bulldogs trying to keep their winning streak going, but they've got to be able to shut down Webster City on this drive. The Lynx looking to win their 3rd ball game in a row. So is Lamar's. Right now it is looking more like Webster City's going to get it done. And I would think this win for Webster City should propel them back into the top 10, a place they haven't been since the first week of the season. First down and 10, Bulldog 28. This give goes around the left side. It is C.J. Hissler to the 25, left numbers 20, and pushed out of bounds by Connor Jalis into the red zone of the 18-yard line. That's a pickup of 10, and it's enough to move the chains for a Webster City first down. 10 yards there for C.J. Hissler, who has been held quiet a little bit tonight on the ground. That's his longest carry. Second longest carry. It's first down and 10 here for the Lynx, up to the Bulldog 18-yard line following the first down. Under 11 minutes to play in quarter number 4, 43-22 Webster City. The give is to Connor Hansen, and a handoff right side gets stopped for a loss. Elijah Doherty brings him down with one hand at the 19-yard line. Loss of 1 there for Hansen, and it'll be second down and 11. Second down and 11 for the Lynx as they keep this thing rolling with 10.5 to play. Again, Webster City's looking for their 3rd win in a row. So is Lamar's. Both these squads came in with identical records. Second down and 11, Bulldog 19. McKinney spins, gives it around the left side. C.J. Hissler has a convoy, left numbers to the 15. Jukes back inside to the 10 and gets tackled forward down to the 6-yard line for a pickup of 13 and another Webster City first down. It'll be 1st and goal on the carry by Hissler. 49 yards on 10 carries for Hissler. Down to the 6. 1st and goal here for Webster City. Bulldogs 6-yard line. Lynx are looking to put up their 4th unanswered touchdown of this contest. McKinney in the gun. Man to his left, spins, gives it to Hansen. The man in the backfield follows his blockers, keeps it moving, and he is short of the goal line at the 1. Connor Hansen brought down to the 1. Pickup of 5 will set up a second down and goal from the 1. Well, I don't think he can get any closer to the goal line than Webster City is right now without scoring. And the Lynx looking like they're going to put up 50 here on Lamar's. They can get into the end zone one more time. Second and goal from the 1. 9.5 to play in the ball game. McKinney in the gun. Hansen to his left. McKinney spins. Flag on the play. Will blow it dead. And we are going to get... Oh, this is going to be on Lamar's. Are you kidding me? I think. It's going to be on the Bulldog defense. It is. Oh, my goodness. Going to get a neutral zone infraction and offsides. The penalties here for Lamar's have just been awful, to say the least. They have been penalized way more than Webster City. Second and goal from about the inch line. Give to Hansen. Right up the middle and into the end zone. That's a Webster City touchdown. Connor Hansen into the end zone for his second score of the evening. And it puts Webster City up 49-22 here in quarter number 4. Well, this one's starting to run away from Lamar's now as Levi Mussman lines up for the point after kick. Hansen punches it in for his second score of the contest. And it caps off an 11-play, 66-yard drive. Here's the snap, the hold, and the kick. It's through the uprights and good from Levi Mussman. It is 50-22. Webster City is all over the Mars. 9:22 left in regulation. We're back with more Bulldog football from Webster City after this break on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM, KLEM.
It takes a strong body and a strong mind to make you an athlete. So train hard and play smart. Play with confidence and always expect the unexpected. This message was brought to you by Van Sanitation and Recycling, proud supporters of local athletics.
Prime Bank is pleased to support educational opportunities at Galen Catholic and Lamar's community. We're proud to support our students in the classroom, on the playing field, in the band room, on stage, or in any extracurricular activity. Prime Bank works hard to help all of our children excel in their endeavors.
Member FDIC.
This is Ken Vigdal, head football coach of the Lamar's football team. You're listening to Bulldog Football on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM Clem.
And we welcome you back to Webster City. Daniel Versteg with you on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM KLEM. Levi Mussman squibs one up the middle. And it is fielded at the 24 by Cal Eckstein. Taken out to the 25, the 30, looking toward the left sideline, 35. Bounces off tackle, left numbers 40, 45 midfield. And Eckstein gets run out of bounds into Webster City territory. He's out of bounds right at the midfield marker, maybe the 49. Yep, they rule him now to the 49-yard line of Webster City. Good return there by Eckstein. Sets up the Bulldogs with a chance to get one back here in quarter number 4. 9:13 to play in the fourth quarter. Webster City leading Lamar's 50-22 as the Lynx look to win their third in a row. Lamar's trying to get something back here as Iverson takes a knee-high snap. Give up to Doherty up the middle. And Brandon Vanderslice had his helmet absolutely ripped off on the play as Doherty gets brought down back at the line of scrimmage for no gain. I just wonder how that helmet could come off and there not be a penalty there. And now our white hat is going to, he's going to talk to our officials, and rightfully so, because in the way Brandon's helmet came off, there is no way that that's just a loose strap or it was going to fall off. And Brandon's going to be able to come back onto the field because he had his helmet forcibly ripped off. But somehow I would think that would be resulted in a penalty. It's not. Brandon's going to be able to stay on the play. Instead, it's going to be 2nd down and 10. No flag for the Webster City player who ripped his helmet off. That's a little shocking. Receiver on either side. We've got a whistle. And they are asking our clock operators to reset the play clock. Nope, we got a timeout, excuse me. Timeout on the field from Lamar's. One timeout. Their first timeout of the second half. We'll take a timeout as well. 8:15 left in the ball game. 50-22 Webster City. Back after this on KLEM.
Being on the winning team in Northwest Iowa for over 130 years, Iowa State Bank is a proud supporter of all our area high school sports teams.
Iowa State Bank, we're ready for you.
Hi, this is Julie Hurt with Century 21 ProLink in Lamar's, your local real estate expert dedicated to results. Whether buying or selling a home, call me, Julie Hurt, with Century 21 ProLink in Lamar's at 540-7757. That's 540-7757.
This is Tyler Iverson, quarterback on the Lamar's football team. You're listening to Bulldog Football on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM, KLEM.
David Lusing sweeps it around the right side on 2nd and 10 out of the timeout. He picks up 3 yards to the 46. And it's going to be 3rd down and 7, and Lusing is slow to get up after he got hit out of bounds on the Webster City side of the field. And Lusing has been dealing with something all night. And slow to get up here on the Webster City side of the field. As Coach Bob Howard and the Webster City trainers are helping out Mr. Lusing here on this near side of the field. Coach Ken Vigdal comes from the far side to talk about it and see if he can help in any way. 3-yard carry, though, by Lusing is going to make it 3rd and 7 as they try and stretch out that left leg of Lusing. That has been giving Lusing all kinds of fits tonight. And with it being 3rd down and 7, 8:09 to play in regulation, it's 50-22 Webster City, so they'll stretch out David. Was being looked at here on the Webster City side of the field, where he was trying to carry that around the right side. So a timeout on the field for the moment. While we have some time, we want to thank our video sponsors that are bringing you this YouTube stream on the KLEM Radio YouTube channel. If you haven't checked it out, not only can you watch all of our games live the rest of the way in the regular season, but you can look back and listen and watch past games as well that we've covered. We have those archived for you on the KLEM Radio YouTube channel. David Lusink gets up and he walks off of the Webster City side of the field and across the field under his own power, it seems. But something has been giving him fits all night, and, well, we hope he can get it figured out. He has been a heck of a player here for the Mars all season. Offensively, defensively, he's got a pick 6 tonight. He's been able to make some plays on the ground, through the air. And Lusink heads off the field following that hit out of bounds. So it'll be 3rd down and 7 here for the Bulldogs. Webster City 46-yard line. As Lamar's now tries to work something offensively without Mr. Lusink. They try and get David all the way off the field. Now we're ready to go, I believe. On 3rd down and 7 here, the Webster City 46. Trying to keep that offense moving, maybe get one more score here before the end of the contest with 8:09 to play. Butcher motions from right to left, a knee-high snap. As Iverson drops back to throw, runs away from one defender, runs away from another. He keeps it himself across the 45. And Iverson gets tackled at the 43 by Jackson Cherry. A pickup of 3 for Tyler Iverson. And that's going to set up a 4th down and 4. Bulldogs are going to look to go for it, I think. You don't have much else. You don't have anything to lose, I should say. Going for it here on 4th down and 4. Webster City 43. At least you're not in your own territory. That would be one thing you'd try and avoid. Here is Iverson under center. 2 men in the backfield, no receivers. Iverson gives it to Doherty, right side across the 40. He's got the 1st down across the 40 to the 37-yard line. A pickup of 6 for Elijah Doherty, enough to move the sticks for a Bulldog 1st down and keeps the drive alive. Elijah Doherty keeps those sticks moving and keeps the Bulldog offense on the field with 7:20 to play in the ballgame. 50-22, Webster City leading Lamar's. As the Bulldogs head to the line of scrimmage at the Webster City 37. 4 receivers, 2 on either side. Iverson, a 3-step drop out of the gun, throws over the left seam and overthrows Nolan Cass. Incomplete. And that's going to make it 2nd down and 10. I think Cass wanted a penalty, maybe some kind of hold, but I don't think there was anything there. That was actually some really good coverage by Evan Esland on that corner. That's going to be 2nd down and 10 here for the Bulldogs at the Lynx 37-yard line. Well, I think this one pretty well able to be chalked up for Webster City. 28 points in 7 minutes is a really tough deficit to try and come back from. So the Bulldogs are going to fall to 500, both overall and in the district. Webster City is going to bump up to 4-2, 2-0 in the district, probably back into the top 10 in the rankings as well. 2nd down and 10, Iverson under center, gives it around the right side. Doherty gets stuffed and dropped for a loss at the 38-yard line. A loss of 1 for Doherty. 3rd down and 11, beg your pardon. 3rd down and 11 here. And the Bulldog offense has been stopped, at least slowed down here for the moment. Webster City has been able to batten down the hatches when they need to and put the clamps on. As Lamar's makes a couple of changes out of their skill positions. It's 3rd down and 11, Webster City 38. Iverson lines up in the gun. He has 2 receivers left, 1 right, 1 tight end on the right side. On 3rd and 11, Iverson about high snap, screen pass left side. Oh, and Jalis gets blown up on that pass, incomplete. That hit came after the ball, hit him on the hands, so that's a totally legal play, and that is a great hit. Charlie Stansfield on that absolute hit stick. That's going to be 4th down and 11 there following the incompletion on the screen pass. So 4th down and 11 here for the Bulldogs. Webster City 38. Lamar's going for it again. Again, they have not much to lose here. Iverson under center, 2 men in the backfield. He gives it to Butcher, who gives it back to Lusink. No, it's Jalis around the right side, and he has 1st down yardage across the 30 to the 25. That's a play that Lamar's keeps in their back pocket and pulls out for a situation like that. as Connor Jalis picks up 13 yards and a first down for the Bulldogs. They keep their offense out on the field. They've converted 2 fourth downs on this drive. So first down and 10 for the Bulldogs. Webster City 25. 6 minutes left in the ball game. 50-22, Webster City. Here's Lars on offense. Iverson to the gun. 2 men backfield, 2 left. Handoff Doherty right up the middle across the 20. 15-10. Runs away from a defender. He lost the football. Doherty picks it up at the 2. Oh, my goodness. Now, somehow that ball rolled right into the arms of Doherty, and he gets a break there. Picks up 23 and a first down for Lamars. He has 117 yards on the ground. Ball at the Webster City 2 on first and goal. Handoff Doherty, and he gets stood up in the backfield for a loss. Back to the 5. It'll be second and goal from the 5. Second and goal from the 5 on the 3-yard loss for Doherty. 5:25 left in regulation. 50-22, Webster City. Bulldogs make a couple of changes here as they try and get into the end zone here before the end of the contest and end the game on a positive note. For second down and goal from the 5. Iverson under center, 2 men in the backfield. Iverson snaps it around the right side. Doherty gets stuffed and stood up of forward progress. That is Keegan Hissler who makes the stop for a loss of 1 back to the 6. And it is going to be third and goal back to the 6. So Webster City's defense bending but not yet breaking. So with 4:38 left in regulation, Bulldogs need just a handful of yards to try and get in the end zone, and we're going to get a timeout from Coach Ken Vigdahl and Lars as they try and draw something up. It's third and goal from the 6. 4.5 minutes left in regulation. 50-22 Webster City. Back after this break on KLEM.
Since 1932, Tenninger Insurance has been providing the area with dependable insurance coverage. A.J. Tenninger continues the tradition as an independent insurance agent dedicated to serving you. Tenninger Insurance, Plymouth Street, Lamars. Galen Catholic School, excellence in education, leadership through Christ. For information, check their website at galencatholic.org.
This is Elijah Doherty, and I play running back in the Lamar's football team. You are listening to Bulldog Football on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM Clem.
Welcome back to Webster City, Lynx Field. Daniel Versteg with you on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM, KLEM Lamar's. Also online video and audio streaming at KLEM1410.com. 4.5 minutes to play in the ball game. Is Webster City 50, Lamar's 22. The Bulldogs have a third down and goal scenario at the Lynx 6-yard line. Coach Vigdahl used his second of 3 timeouts here in the second half to try and draw up something, get the Bulldogs into the end zone, give themselves a chance here. Iverson under center, 2 men in the backfield. In Doherty and Butcher as we have a Lynx player jump into the neutral zone. That'll give the Bulldogs 3 more yards up to the 3-yard line and make it third down and goal for Lamar's. So third down and goal up to the 3 following the penalty. And Lamar's will see if they can get it in from a little closer now from the 3 on the right hash. They're going to line up with those 2 men in the backfield again. This is Iverson under center. Takes a snap. This is Doherty, right side. Extends the football. Comes up short of the goal line of the 1. A gain of 2. And Doherty comes up short. It's 4th and goal from the 1. And the Bulldogs may try and hurry up here with 4:15 left in regulation. 50-22 Webster City. Lamar's trying to score here on 4th and goal at the 1. Iverson under center. This give is to Doherty, right side. He gets in for a Bulldog touchdown. Doherty has his second rushing touchdown of the contest. And Lamar's cuts it to a 22-point game. 50-22 Webster City out in front. 4:05 left in regulation. 4:05 left in the ball game, and Lamar's finally gets that second touchdown. Offensively, they had 2 defensive touchdowns, but up until this point, only 1 offensive score. Now a point after here for Giovanni Kabongo. Tegan Kazel on the hold. Snap, hold. The kick is off, and it is good. Nice kick by Kabongo. And it's 50-29. Webster City leads Lamar's with 4:05 left in the ball game. We're back after this break. You're listening to Bulldog Football here on KLEM.
Success is born of skill and team. Like the teams playing, CNOS has combined award-winning skill and teamwork into the premier medical facility in the region. For the areas of joint, bone, muscle, nerve, and brain are treated with the skills of comprehensive care from a team of highly trained experts. And CNOS takes care of many of the student athletes in Siouxland. CNOS is proud to bring you this game. Go to cnos.net to learn more.
Klein Insulation could provide you with a complete insulation system for your attic, crawl spaces, and foundation walls. Call Kyle with Klein Insulation at 540-5691. That's 540-5691.
This is Drayden DeBoer, middle linebacker on Lamar's football team. You're listening to Bulldog Football on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM, KLEM.
Welcome you back to Webster City. Daniel Versteg with you on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM, KLEM Lamar's, also online, video and audio streaming. You can find links to those at KLEM1410.com. A 13-play, 51-yard drive. Took about 5 minutes off the clock, and the Bulldogs get it in on an Elijah Doherty touchdown run. It is 50-29 in favor of Webster City, and now we'll see if the Bulldogs, they're going to line up to kick this one deep. I wouldn't be surprised, though, if they try a little onside-er here with Giovanni Kabongo. The Lynx have 9 players within 20 yards of the ball teed up. There's going to be a line drive kick to the right side. It is bounced and fielded at the 20-yard line by Keegan Hissler, out 25-30, and brought down by Bulldog defender there in Markevius Moten at the 33-yard line. Keegan Hissler on that return, up to the 37. And the Lynx will start there at their own 37-yard line. I know it's a little ways out here. As, Lamar's can, again, try and end their offensive and defensive nights on a positive note. Bulldogs got into the end zone so far in what is now their last offensive possession of the game. Here is the carry around the left side, and nothing doing for Jackson Cherry as Tay-Tay Salette brings him down. No gain there for Cherry, and it'll be second down and 10. We have a number of Webster City runners. In fact, 3 of the 4 runners right now 50 yards or more. The only one who's not above 50 yards is C.J. Hissler. He's got 49, so a very solid running attack here for Webster City tonight as they have second down and 10 from their own 37. Just milking out the clock here with 3:25 to play. 50-29 in favor of the Lynx. As the Lynx set up their line, here is McKinney in the gun, spins and gives it to Cherry, looking off tackle right side. Eckstein makes a good open field tackle, wraps him up and brings him down for a loss. Back at the 36-yard line, a loss of 1. It's going to set up third down and 11. Third down and 11 following the loss. 3 minutes to play. 3 minutes to play here for the Lynx, and they're trying to keep that clock running as much as they can. With the Lynx up 50-29. Lamar's would like maybe a quick 3 and out, try and get the ball back, see if they can put another one up on the board. Why not? Here's third down and 11. This is McKinney spinning, giving around the left side. C.J. Hissler looking for the corner. He's got it across the 35, 40, 45. First down yardage across midfield. And C.J. Hissler brought down right at midfield. It's a 14-yard carry and enough to move the chains for a Webster City first down. And that might put the nail in the coffin there with 2:23 to play. Webster City just needed one of those first downs to finish things off here. First and 10 for the Lynx right at midfield. Coming up at the end of the contest, we'll recap this one for you. We'll take a look at how we got to this point. We'll have stats, and we'll break down this contest for you. Coming up on our post-game coverage here from Webster City. 50-29, Lynx lead. First and 10 at midfield. McKinney takes the snap out of the gun, spins. He keeps it himself up the middle. 45, left hash 40. Outside the numbers and brought down to the 35-yard line. 15 yards there for McKinney. He keeps the chains moving and has another first down for Webster City. 8 carries, 159 yards rushing for Ty McKinney. He has 2 rushing yards as well in this contest with 1 minute and 50 seconds left in the ball game. Webster City will improve to 4-2 overall, 2-0 in the district, and will have some bragging rights in the district. And, we'll see how Spencer and Fort Dodge turns out, but we could have another battle of unbeatens in the district next week in Spencer as Webster City meets up with Spencer in Week 7. We have all kinds of movement. Who got that football? It wasn't McKinney who got it. That was Cherry who got it to the 34. Pickup of 1 for Cherry. 2nd down, 9. Minute 10 left in the ball game. 50-29 Webster City. I think that's going to be our final score as the Lynx just try and keep running out the clock here. We'll see if we can let's see if we can find a quick score from Fort Dodge and Spencer, because that's the game a lot of people are paying attention to in this district. And rightfully so. Spencer the only other unbeaten at this point. And, well, it looks like it's going to stay that way. Spencer is up on Fort Dodge 21-0 in the 4th quarter. So it looks like we'll have a battle of 2-0 district teams coming up next week in Spencer. McKinney spins, keeps it up the middle, 30, 25, 20, and slides down inside the red zone of the 19. A pickup of 15 for Ty McKinney. Another first down for the Lynx as McKinney has 174 yards rushing, 65 yards passing. And Webster City, I think, can tick this one all the way down. The play clock and game clock are virtually identical, so I don't know what that's going to mean. We'll see if the Lynx will have to snap a play or not. I think that's kind of what they're trying to figure out. They're just going to let it run out, see if they get a delay a game, but with those clocks being identical, I don't think they will. Now they're going to line up and snap it one more time anyway. With 6 seconds left in regulation. Just to be sure, McKinney takes the snap, kneels it down, and that is your ball game. Our final score from Webster City. It is Webster City 50, Lamar's 29, our final score here in this contest. Well, it was a good one at halftime. The Lynx led 29-22 at halftime, and then Webster City started running away with it in the second half of the contest. So 50-29, our final score. Webster City improves to 4-2, 2-0 in the district, and all it looks like it will be a 2-0 district matchup next week in Spencer for the district lead between Webster City and Spencer. Next week, Lamar's is 500, 3-3 overall, 1-1 in the district, and their 2-game winning streak gets snapped on the road here in Webster City. Let's get a break in. When we come back, we'll wrap up this contest. We'll give you stats and scores from around the area, all coming up on our post-game coverage. Again, Webster City defeats Lamar's 50-29, our final. We're back with more from Webster City after this break on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM, KLEM.
With over 35 years of construction experience, you can trust the expertise of Stratmeyer Home Improvement Center. From remodeling to adding on to siding and gutters, your hometown boys can do it all. Call Steve today at 546-4606. Stratmeyer's Home Improvement Center, your hometown boys.
Have your lawn look as good as the ball that's hit to the outfield. Hummer's Lawn Care Service can help. They'll be there to keep your grass looking great while you're out at the game. Call Hummer today at 546-4087.
Pete's Pizza House is not your usual pizza joint, serving up modern American fare. Famous for their signature pizza and wings, they also include amazing pasta dishes, quality steaks, premium burgers, and more. Always fresh, always clean, relaxing, and fun. That's Pete's Pizza House, located on Business 75 South Lamar's.
At Universal Windows Direct, visit them today at 1303 Zenith Drive or call 712-587-7852 to set up your no-obligation quote.
Universal Windows Direct.
Top-notch automotive owners Jerry and Jason Mura can help with all your auto repair needs, from AC repair to transmission rebuilds, engine replacement, steering, suspension diagnostics, and more. Call 712-546-7430 or stop by Top-Notch Automotive, 1600 18th Street Southwest, Lamar's.
Hi, this is Misty Zek.
This is Brock Nohava.
This is Dave Close.
Hi, this is Austin Sitzman.
Hi, this is Jody with Exit Realty Midwest.
We are excited to support our area football teams. Exit Realty Midwest Lamar's. Online at exitrealtymidwest.com.
Make sure your life runs smoothly with an upgraded internet package from Premier Communications, connecting you with the internet speed and television access package that best fits your wants and needs. Premier Communications is happy to support our area coaches, athletes, and the parents who support them. Have a great season.
Campbell's Lawn and Landscape.